think it's dawned on me that you ain't coming back. I've lost my chance to see us find our way back. And in the end, amidst these trying times, I'll always try to find you. I'll lie to you to find the truth that you hold back. So stay with me. You know that I'll follow. I can't breathe. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart. Dramatically talk to me, and it's so funny, you're all I wanted, and I can't talk, want you out of my life, so say none. I'll wait for days if you ain't one, I'll say none. So stay with me, you know that I'll follow. I can't breathe, together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart. You've had love, but the money still lasting. You've had love, and she knows that I gotta be trusted. You've had love, but the money still lasting. You've had love, and she knows that I gotta be trusted. You've had love.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another AFR broadcast. I am Kunai Zero, and we're here for round 20, the AFR Tier 1 Championship here at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Bringing me tonight's commentary is none other than Psycho.
Good evening, everyone.
Alrighty then, so, okay, we're starting off with a little bit of drama. It looks like sneaky one of our drivers came in late and a reserve took his spot. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see how that develops. All right, so we're jumping into qualifying. 18 minutes on the clock here for our drivers. Oh, and it's wet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm all for that.
Pepsi in Tier 3 was actually pretty much begging for it. So they'd be frothing right now.
Oh, I love that. Okay, well, this will develop quite well because I'm going to assume that we're going to have dry conditions in the race, which means that these guys are going to have to, well, we'll be forced to make a compromise here on setup. Either run a wet setup for qualifying, be fast in qualifying, but then, of course, with Parc Ferme rules, that'll put you at a disadvantage for the race, or find a mid-ground and compromise performance in both.
Let me go and check on the weather situation.
Yep, no worries. So you can see everybody is in I spoke too soon. You can see the AlphaTauri come out and also one of the Alpines. So we will be able to watch them in a moment. Let's jump on that leaderboard and check the names there. Hopefully everybody's coming through okay. It looks like they are, except one driver who is number 59, which I will ask. Psycho, could you please tell me who is below Sneaky at the moment?
Mr. Spicer.
Ah, okay. Driver 59. No worries. We can fix that. As he...
So it is a wet qualifying session, but both races will be dry. So I imagine these guys are going to be running dry setups. So we'll see how well they do there. I do see BioGlint in chat is keeping track of Pondon spins. So one of Pondon's fans. So we'll check in with him periodically and see how Pondon's going.
Alright, will do. Alright, so you can see Trin coming out of the pits there for an outlap. Who is furthest on track? It's one of the Aston Martins. I'm going to assume it's either Mr. Spicer, which it's not. He's coming out of the pit lane, which means it will be Kebab in P10. No, it's not. Wait, did it switch? Or is it one of the Alpha... No, it's an AlphaTauri that came out, which means it'll be... Batemate, maybe? It is. All right, there we go. There through turn one. We'll stay on board with the AlphaTauri for the first flying lap of the session. As you can see, it is very, very wet out there. And so everybody on the... Well, it's not very, very wet. Everyone's on the intermediate type. If it was very, very wet, they wouldn't actually be able to do that. So
he is going to have a bit of trouble towards the end of the lap. I think he might have some traffic if he's not careful.
That is a risk, of course, here at Austria. It's a very short track. So you do have to be mindful of that. Having said all of that, so do the drivers on track. They need to make sure they keep out of the way as to not impede drivers on a flying lap as we get that 15-minute warning on the timing tower. And Batemate. Interesting sector too. It didn't actually register with a colour. I'm not sure what's going on with the board there, but...
It went purple, but Phoebe's behind him.
Yeah, that makes sense there. So around turn 9 now, as they go down towards the final section of the track. It's a little wide, but it's still within the lines. And he will cross the line and set the fast time, a 1:13.6. And I'm assuming Phoebe will have something to say about that. No, sorry, it was Panda. 1:12.798 behind.
Sorry, Panda's in the other Alpine tonight, taking to Humphrey's seat. Performing just as well as Jack Humphrey's looking at that time.
Alright, so Panda taking provisional pole at the moment. 1:12.798. Mikau jumps in a P2 with a 1:13.109. Ali there with a 1:13.812. And everyone else to yet to set a time. As we'll stay on board with our combined YouTuber here in the Alfa Romeo.
Friend and Eckham sliding into 4th and 2nd respectively.
Yeah, we just saw a 113.2 there from the McLaren of Trin. Farmer Sam with a 113.333 in P6. Crush will come across the line there with a 113.422 as we chuck on the lap timer here for combined YouTubers. Flying lap of the Red Bull Ring. We'll jump on board and we'll get a speedometer up there on the right so we can watch the inputs. Hard on the accelerator as they move up towards turn 3. I hate that this little kink is a turn. Hard on the brakes there. Yeah. See, making sure to keep those higher gears, maintain the traction. It's very, very easy to spin, more so when the track is wet. And these guys won't have DRS either due to the weather conditions. So they'll have to manage with that as Big Al sets at 112.2 for provisional pole.
Oh! Oh, combined! Oh, what a catch.
Oh, he actually gets hit quite hard there. Doesn't damage... I take that back. He did damage. He damaged the front wing. Fever actually has front wing damage, and Kebab just picked up front wing damage as well. Oh, Pondon with front wing damage. Oh, Pondon's out. No.
Pondon spin counter, 1.
Yes. Yep, spin counter, 1. There you go. And that is all she wrote. At least for the qualifying session. So that was a hard hit. Not sure exactly what happened there. You can see the blue dot stationary at the top just past turn 3. So my guess would be... what would my guess be? I'm thinking goes down too many gears, puts too much accelerator coming out of turn 3, spins, hits the right side wall. I can't verify that, but my time and experience on this track would lead me to believe that that's the case.
Did you do that a few times, did you?
Can you just give me the numerical value of what is a few? Are we talking like less than 50? If so, no, it was more than a few.
Since we are getting technical, you are airing your grievances with turn 2 being more of a kink than a turn, which I find interesting because there's a very similar kink between turn 3 and turn 4, but that isn't classified as a turn. So how do we classify turns?
This is what is called me talking out of my butt, but I would assume it's the angle of the kink, right? Or the radius, or however you want to get technical with it. That's what I think is how they determine that, because it's the same as the Imola turn 1, where it's like a suggestion in the road, and then they're like, yeah, it's a turn. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. Anybody in the chat can clarify how they determine what is a turn and what isn't. That would be awesome. But until someone corrects me, I'm going to assume it's the angle of the turn.
That's probably a fair assumption.
All right, so 10 minutes 20 on the clock. Big Al still on provisional pole with a 112.2. We saw some movements there in the middle of the tower. We'll stay on board with Potsy. A 121.8 is his personal best, but here he goes on a flying lap. Let's see what the Williams Racer can do going all the way to the left. Esports line. Nice and easy on the throttle there. 4th gear, you can see he got a little squirrely on those front tyres, but he manages to keep it. 10-minute warning now for our drivers. Hard on the brakes here into turn 3. He shifts down to 3rd gear. Nice and easy on the throttle. Wow, that's actually very easy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. Now up through the gears as we see Jackson there with a 112.8. Up into P5. Mr. Spicer with a 113.7. Up into P13. And again, the back of that Williams just getting a little wiggly out of the turn, but he's done well to keep it. Potsy, unfortunately, with a yellow sector 1, so he will not improve, but a green sector 2. I wonder if he can bring it all home. In the 3rd sector, Ali with a 113.2 goes up into P11 as Mikau pulls into the pits. So here we go.
Oh, Potsy!
Oh, jeez, that was a little much. He's still in control of the car, but he invalidates there on the last corner, and so unfortunately that will be an invalidation.
12.9. Even with that mistake, that would have put him P8. 8.
Luckily,
So he can definitely get up there. He just needs to put a lap together.
definitely. Luckily, there is plenty of time left on the board as Big Al does an improvement with a 112.296. As we see a yellow flag in Sector 1, just a slow car as Crush doing the Tokyo Drift strat to get the temperature in those tires. It is very difficult to get tire temp when water is falling from the sky. So they'll do everything that they can to do so. But it is also a balancing act because you can't let these tires get too hot. Otherwise, they go outside their operating temperature. So for the optimum time, you want to make sure that you get it just right as Crush now runs up towards turn 3. 112.5 for the Mercedes driver. Currently in P3. We'll see if he can improve it all. So he does improve on his best time. Slower on the fastest sectors, though. And I see an Aston Martin sideways.
He, let's call that he deployed evasive maneuvers to ensure he didn't block Crackle.
Okay, well. Crack open a cold one for you, sir. Salute. Oh, it's Crush. Gets sideways there, but catches the car well. Probably will sacrifice some Sector 2 speed, but we'll see. 49.7, the fastest Sector 2 at the moment, belongs to Apollo Pepsi, who is well known as a gun in the rain. Here we go, he'll cross the line, and it is a yellow Sector 2 for Crush, so unfortunately will not improve there. Oh, and he gets sideways again! Oh, it looked beautiful. If he meant it. Not sure if he did. Here we go. Around the final couple of corners now.
This man's giving us his best Fever impression.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, he pushes the limits, but it's still legit. Here we go, cross the line. And it will not be an improvement, unfortunately. 12.5.8 will still be the fastest lap for this man here. Let's jump on board now with Panda. Just coming through Sector 3 now. His best time is a 112.4. Currently P2, looking to beat that 112.296 set by Big Al. Let's see if he can do it.
Good start to the lap.
Yeah, he's got actually really good speed there. I'm curious, though. We only have one retirement at the moment, and that is Pondon.
Misses the apex. That's going to cost him a lot of time.
So 7. Ooh, is Potty there. 112.8. P6, 112.9 for Batemate there in P9. Panda, slower first sector than his initial time. Yeah, he's down on the best sector by about 3/10, so we'll see if he can gather some in the second. Otherwise, this will be a write-off lap.
It's a write-off. He let off the throttle. He's done.
He's done. Okay, so that'll
He'll restart.
He'll charge up. Unfortunately, nobody else on an outlap at the moment, so we'll stay on board with the Alpine. And again, looking at those faster sectors. So Big Al with sectors 1 and 3, but Apollo Pepsi in that Ferrari, the 32.3, holds the fastest time there for now. 5 minutes 43 on the clock. Still some time to go. As combined with a 113.8, jumps up from P16 there. Would have been worried if Hondon didn't come last in the session, considering how early he crashed.
Yes, Conrad, it's a dry race. Both races are dry.
Alright, so there you go. That's a rough qualifying then. Parc Ferme rules still apply. Which means that most of these guys will most likely be running dry setups and then just trying to modulate the handling with that right foot. Panda again slower on that first sector.
This turn 3 wasn't good.
Just can't seem to get the speed.
Not riding it off yet, though.
No, he's still going. 4 minutes 50 as someone else has retired from the session. That's Kebab. I'm trying to look for the Aston Martin dot.
Should be. As another one there, sneaky.
Oh,
and
Panda
sideways. If you go on board with one of the AlphaTauris, you might be able to see them. No, they're gone.
Oh, no. So we'll jump on board here with Mr. Spicer. His teammate crashed out of the race. And one of the Williams as well, as you said. Sneaky, 112.7 was the fastest that he could set. But he is now out. So hopefully he'll be able to hold on to that. That'll be a good start to the sprint. As we'll stay on board with Mr. Spicer here. Comes around into Sector 3. 113.7, the fastest that Mr. Spicer has been able to achieve in this qualifying session.
Brennan has decided to take the suicide route. when retiring from the session.
Also, I do have to, I do have to point out, apologies. I didn't realize Endocat was in this session, but he is, and he hasn't set a time yet. So he is actually in currently last position.
He is.
Yeah, I thought that might be an AI, but nope, that's a player. So, and we see another person retire from the session. That Trin and Big
Ali
Al.
retired.
Yeah, I'm seeing a ton of retirements at the moment.
I think the rain's getting worse.
Ooh, Spicer, catch the car, please! Oh, he did it. So
Yeah, I think the rain's getting worse. That's why they're retiring.
Let's see, looking at the forecast, you are indeed correct. 93% on that humidity factor. Look at Mr. Spicer. He knows his lap's gone, but he's decided to just enjoy himself. Out there. Oh, and he has to dodge the Mercedes that's in the middle of the track. I think that belongs to Ando. It might even be Crush. Everybody's getting out of this session now. He did so well not to hit the wall there.
Phoebe's still trying for a lap. What? Nope, there we go.
Hey, and they're all gone, and it looks like the track is way too wet for the intermediate tyre. And I'm going to assume, considering we've only got 2 minutes 20 on the clock, most people will retire, as you see. Combined, currently on an outlap. I'm curious to see if he actually... Stay on board with Fever for a moment. I'm curious, is he going to try again?
I'd be amazed if he did. I mean, he has the time, he can, but...
Oh, he might. All right, well, let's have a look then. This is going to be an absolute banger of a lap, ladies and gentlemen. If he can put this together, he'll cross the line with 1:50 left on that clock.
There's no way he puts a lap in.
Okay, well, Psycho's put his money down on the table. We'll see if Fever will take it from him. 17.4, the fastest Sector 1 time, as Fever shoots up towards that line. Here we go. Oh, and it's slower. It's a slower Sector 1.
Yeah, way too deep. It's too wet out there.
And it does seem like he is struggling hard. 1:12.8, fastest time he's been able to set so far. The determination is there, but I don't think the grip is there to complement him. You can see the amount of wood. You can see how much it snakes down towards the turn. It is insane. But Fever just really, really good at holding it. It happens again. As he goes around the outside, 1.1 seconds slower. Fever is, at this point, just showing off for everyone at home. And look at him go. Let's see if we can get an external camera here. I fully expect him to just... Oh, no, he's going slow. He's going slow. He's not going into the pits, though.
Is he going to try again?
Is he actually going to try this again? All right. All right. I'm in. I'm all in. All chips. Let's go, Fever. Let's go.
The biggest
Oh, okay, yeah. So what he's done is completely messed that up. Oh, bang. Oh, and he's out. Okay. There we go.
Man's out there just making the entire grid watch him. Oh, no, Spice is doing the same thing.
All right, so we can see Jackson in the pits now, and Mr. Spice is still out on track. Everyone else has retired from this session. And it's a very interesting way to end it. I think these guys forget that there is a cost cap, ladies and gentlemen. You need to not crash your cars that bad, as Mr. Spicer gently pulls over to the side of the road.
Hang on a minute. I thought that you could attribute some of this to catering.
Oh, I've totally forgotten that. Yes. Yes. No. Of course. It's actually relatively cheap to replace F1 parts. What's really expensive is the catering. Everybody needs a high protein diet. We all know that that costs money. Okay, so Big Al with the fastest lap of the session, a 1:12.296. He will start P1 for the sprint race here in Austria. Panda with a 12.4 in P2. Crush with a 12.5. Apollo Pepsi, Sneaky Potsy, Fever, Mika Kebab, and Baymay ran out the top 10. A very unfortunate session there for Pondon and Andocat, who didn't even set a time. So Pondon will at least not start last, even though he was the first to crash out.
Woeful, thanks for the subscription, man. That's 31 months.
Woeful, just absolute legend. All right, so Here we are for the sprint. 12 laps, no pit stops. At least no scheduled pit stops, I should say. Anything can happen. And it'll be an absolute speed fest to the line. Now, of course, do remember this is Austria. I know it's very prone for some DRS trains. So I fully expect to see very high-cost games of Leapfrog around the circuit once we hit lap 3.
This is one of the very, very few tracks where the softs are actually viable in the sprint. So I'd be keen to see what these guys decide to do. How this should be a decent split up between medium and soft runners for the sprint race.
All right, so here we are in the session. You can see that it is overcast. There's no rain, but the temperatures will be low. That'll be good for the engines, not necessarily for the grip.
I'll help the guys out on soft.
Indeed, so we'll just wait for everybody in the lobby to load in. We'll have a formation lap. They'll be able to get, that'll be their last chance to get warmth in those tyres and brakes, and then they will grid up in preparation for the sprint. So we have 19 drivers.
It's pretty close to a full grid.
Pretty close to a full grid, yeah, so that's really good. It'll be interesting to see how this race unfolds. Big Al starting at the front there. FIBA in the middle of the pack. Towards the middle of the pack, I should say. We're having an extended load session. I hope nobody's dropped out.
Yeah, this doesn't look promising.
While we're waiting, might just see. Did we cap this? Yeah, have a look at this. How did he? Yeah, that was so well done to avoid that car. Oh my god.
There we go. I think Caleb's going to start soon.
There we go. 5 points for Mr. Spicer then. I give that pirouette a 9.5. Alright, so there's our countdown clock. Not too much longer. We'll be able to get this session underway. For everyone watching at home, thank you very much. Give us your predictions in the chat. Who do you think will come out on top for the weekend? So there are the lights. And Panda was immediately disqualified. That I've never seen before.
Did he DC? I'm confused.
Possibly, but I've never seen someone get immediately disqualified as soon as the game loads. Usually you have to hit something first.
True.
So
He literally didn't have time to hit anything.
yeah, yep. I'm sure. Well, anyway, there is the grid. 19 drivers, and there are their starting tyres. And everyone except Baitmate, Farmer Sam, Pondon, and Andocat, and Panda, I should say. You can't see it on your screen there because he's considered out of the session, but everyone's starting on the medium tyres except those guys. Interesting. I'm assuming they're just saving softs for the race.
No, so the soft tyre is actually viable here. It's probably a little bit slow towards the end, but you can build up a decent gap at the start, so it's definitely a viable option. The other big benefit is that you only get 2 sets of medium this weekend, so if you burn up 1 set in the sprint, you will only have 1 set of mediums to use in the full race. So it's smart on both accounts. Like, it's a viable tyre strategy, and then also you get an extra set of mediums for the race.
Fair enough. Plus, nobody would have burnt any of them during qualifying because that was all set on intermediates. So it's always handy. As we see everyone going up to the grid, Panda's beat him to it, but he will have no temperature. Oh, Sneaky and Crush also come together there and get sent to the grid.
So, no, at this point, if you get disconnected here, or if you get disqualified here, it's because you can't park.
Oh, true. Yes, that's right. If you don't stop within the bounds of your pit box. That's right. You get disqualified. That's funny. All right, here we go. 5 red lights. They are out and away. Panda gets a very poor start in the Alpine, and he gets absolutely mugged by almost everyone on the grid. There goes Feber as well as they make their way through turn 1. It looks pretty clean so far. Oh, I see one of them go out. I'm not sure who that was. It was Feber. Feber down into 19th place.
Does he have any damage?
I'm not sure. I don't see anything reported. No, he does not have damage on his car, so lucky for him. He won't have to go into the pits. An absolutely rough one there for the Alpine.
There's some ministry going on here. You can see Panda there swerving, trying to build up heat in those tyres. Him and Macau nearly come together.
So Panda dropped down into P7 there. Big Al got away well. Alpine had a struggle, ended up getting passed by everyone there at the front. Crush, Apollo, Potsy. 2 Williams, the best of any team at the moment. They're in 4 and 5.
This is going to be a close race. These guys are all going to be super tight.
Yes, indeed. I fully expect there to be a very, very close race to the end, especially in a sprint race. But once lap 3 hits and that DRS becomes available, we should be seeing some excellent passes down towards turn. What's that? 4? Yes,
Turn 4.
Turn 4.
Fever making up positions already, getting Spice under braking into turn 3.
So as you can see, Pondon.
Right, mate, Pondon.
Yep, moving up here. Oh, they're still fighting there. Oh, as they go inside, there's contact on the wheels. And as you can see, Farmer Sam now looking to try and capitalize on that mistake. He'll stake the outside line here on turn 6. Baitmate will maintain the position for now. And also have a look at Pondon chasing both of them. Oh, sorry, that was T-Mac that was chasing.
Fever on Central Lee.
Apollo Pepsi now with the fastest lap, 106.656. New medium tyre as DRS is now enabled. 10 laps to go on the sprint.
Fever being an absolute rocket down there.
Oh, Fever on the inside! He made that work, ladies and gentlemen. Endercat's going to try and get him on the outside of turn 3. I don't think it's going to work, though.
That wasn't just a dive. That was an absolute send from a mile away. And he does it again! Oh, I couldn't get it. Couldn't pull it off that time, though.
Where the respect comes into it is he does it without hitting the other car. So he knows he knows how far he can send it into these corners. He knows how much he can pull the car up. It's really great to see. And wow, he moves up 2 positions because of it, up in the P14.
That was honestly, that was amazing watching him drive like this. It's brilliant.
So we jump up here to P11. Farmer Sam in the Haas, chasing down Trent in P10. There's Big Al still maintaining a lead, but it's a close one. Almost everybody within the 1 second mark.
Fotsy, big send, massive send, couldn't pull the car up, slams into Big Al.
So Big Al gets pushed off the circuit. Potsy now in P2. Crush also hitting him with the front. Potsy with front wing damage because of that move.
That was a bit silly. It was a massive send.
Oh, and have a look at Panda and Kebab. They trade places. A great job there from the Alpine. Kebab will try and see if he can maintain speed. The outside of the corner, he does not. He'll fall into 7th place. Feber up into P13 now, overtaking Baitmate.
Fever absolutely sending it. It's Baitmate's birthday, by the way.
Oh, well, hopefully he can get a good race result. A nice birthday present for him as you see them coming around turn 10 now. Sneaky P5, chasing down Apollo with a Ferrari. Apollo's teammate Ali, unfortunately down in P17.
Sea-Dog, what do you mean? What's going on with the Williams? You mean they're doing uncharacteristically well, or?
Oh, as Ali keeps dropping back. Harley and Combine having a fight now down there in P18.
So fast. They stole AlphaTauri's setup this week.
Lap 5 of 12, Mikau and Kebab trading. As they go through turn 7, Kebab will maintain the place for now.
Kebab slowly dropping back a little bit after nearly said Big Panda, after Red Panda got past him.
As Combine picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's very easy to do here in Austria. Fast nature of the track lends to your chassis drifting a little too wide on some of the corner exits. You keep that in check, otherwise the race control will not be favourable to you. As Nick out chasing on the inside. Let's see who's going to beat him down on the brakes. He's going to have a Alpine in front of him. That's actually might cost him. Oh, but Kebab hits the curb way too hard. Ends up spinning, and now he's lost 2 positions there. Jackson up into P8. Pondon will take FIBA in P13. Well, they're drag racing down to turn 4, but it looks like FIBA has more speed coming into it.
These tier 1 drivers, man. 2 laps, absolutely nothing happens, and they all just go at once. Alright, guys, let's do some stupid shit.
Yeah,
all at once.
I thought FIBA might actually have climbed more positions here, but it looks like he's not having the sprint race I thought he would. You can see just how fast he is there if we switch on board. Chasing down Farmer Sam now. I fully expect him to get him on that start-finish line. But FIBA is burning ERS like there is no tomorrow. He is currently down to single digits here. As you see FIBA go to the right side, he'll use the draft. He'll wait for the DRS to kick in. He does, even though the Haas also has it. He'll brake later and harder into the first corner. And he'll make it up into P11 with relative ease.
Farmer Sam, give him props for that, making the wise decision not to go too wide into turn 1, because otherwise he was going to get mugged by Pondon, but he seems to be getting mugged by Pondon anyway.
Yep, the Red Bull decides that, hey, this is my track, I do what I want. Goes right on the inside, and we'll go up into P12. So Pondon's teammate Jack's doing relatively well. They're up in P8. I'm curious to see if Pondon might actually be able to get the position back from FIBA, but current speed indicates no.
Farmer Sam nearly mounted the back of that Red Bull.
Did see that he went quite hot into that corner, so luckily he hits nobody. Potts currently the only person with damage on the track.
Red Panda using these soft tyres better than anyone else, but I don't know if this was the strategy. All the soft guys have dropped back. They're not having a fantastic race here so far, and I think Red Panda is going to be susceptible to Mikau at least as those softs wear towards the end of this race.
Alright, 8 of 12, 5 laps to go. You can see tyre wear, tyre performance on your screen right now. Crush with 31% on that rear left tyre.
That was nasty. Panda, don't, good lord, no. Panda and Mikau coming together, that has mucked up both their races now, as Jackson and Eckham will just cruise past them.
Yeah, now that might have been... Oh, does Panda get spun? Did he get spun there?
Nope, that was all Panda by himself.
Okay, I wasn't sure if Mikau had maybe touched the rear, but no, they might have just... Oh, as the Trend decides to take an excursion out to the sandbar, and we have a yellow flag. It's cleared, though.
I do have to say that was impressive, because Panda did manage to do a perfect pirouette
who was that?
Mikau's car.
Who spun there? Was that Apollo Pepsi? Oh my god, that was crazy. Oh, he's actually out of the session. Well, we've got a safety car. Oh,
down the main straight.
I actually curse that this game doesn't have a good instant replay feature. But I switched to sneaky, and all I saw was a cloud of smoke and a car spinning. And clearly that was Apollo Pepsi. I have no idea exactly what happened there, as Mr. Spicer gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car, which is unfortunate. But wow, yeah, he was absolutely just a red blade coming out of the final turn. And yeah, I don't know if he's crashed out or if he's retired. I'm not too sure. But yeah, wow, I really wish I'd captured that. I want to see that again.
Sometimes the cameras in F1 are absolutely horrendous. So sometimes they're beyond perfect. We did a practice session before. When we finished up, King J went to punt his car into the wall at the end of turn 1. And I was watching from the spectator's view, not the onboard, the general TV cam view. And he went to punt into the wall. When he was about 1 car length away from the wall, the camera cut away, and all it showed was a steward waving yellow flag.
That's really good. That's really good. All right, so we are under safety car conditions. Big Al is just making his way up to the first sector line, where he will join up with the Aston Martin safety car here at the Red Bull Ring. We have 3 laps to go. And it's going to be anyone's race now. Unfortunately, DRS will not be enabled when they restart. So
I like the balls on the likes of Ando coming in and putting on fresh softs just because there's no reason not to.
Yeah. Yes, but now he has to catch the pack. And I don't think the safety car is going to stay out longer than this 1 lap.
He won't stay out longer than this 1 lap. You are right, but he should be able to catch him.
Well, the safety car is in this lap, so keep in mind, Big Al is allowed to go at whatever point he chooses. Now, of course, you don't want to go too soon, otherwise you'll actually run into the AMG safety car, and that's a big no-no. You also have to make sure you don't overtake the safety car on track, so he will have to give it at least some of a gap, but he is at the mercy of everyone behind him because he does not have DRS. So you can expect Potsy to go full attack mode. Crush is going to be right there as well, and I'm really curious to see how Ando Cat does on here. If you have a look at the current tyre age, Ando and Trin both came in for fresh softs.
Yeah, Big Al looks like he's gone early.
What a move, though. Look at the gap he's made. He's done that so well. Up into turn 1, no threat at all. Let's jump down to P7 as Feber, with some newfound confidence here. Oh, look at the speed of this Alpine. It almost beggars belief. He's going to go to the outside here of turn 3. And he might get held up by the Red Bull. Oh, hopefully they don't come together. Oh, that's so clean. Feber now up into P6. Trin makes a position down in P14. As Feber now chases Jackson. Goes up on the inside. And it's been 4 turns, people.
Jackson just concedes. He's like, there's no point.
He knows. He knows. We're now down to 2 laps of racing. Big R still in the lead of this race. But it could be anyone's. Potsy is still within that window.
Absolutely. Mikau currently holding on to the last points paying position.
T-Mac is going to go down on the inside of Pondon. Well done, sir. Now you've got to make sure you maintain the speed through the corner. Otherwise, that Red Bull might catch you on the start-finish line. As we see them coming across turn 10 now. And no, he's done that well. He will stay P9 as we hit the final lap of this race. Big Al still in the lead as Feber picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Oh.
That's huge. That's huge. And he spun. Oh, all that hard work. All of that hard work. Gone.
Just pushed a little too hard and that's cost him. Yes, Addy, that is completely your fault.
Yeah,
could we call that commentator's curse?
Yeah, no, you said things in the chat and then things opposite that happened. That's a very weird way to explain it, but I'm sticking to my guns. Jackson and P5 chasing down Sneaky, doing a very good job here, but the real question is, can Potsy close the gap to Big Al? Let's switch over. That's a pretty far out gap. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Big Al has got this sprint race in the bag. And this is the part where the McLaren spins, and I have to apologise profusely. No, he's kept it. He bucks the trend. Big Al will cross the line and take P1 in the sprint, which will give him pole position. Oh, DRS enabled. Thanks, race control. That's awesome. Oh, is Ali almost caught? Sorry, Baitmate almost... no, it was Ali. It was Ali and Pondon. Ali almost caught Pondon right at the end there. 0.015 was the difference at the line.
Fever and Red Panda limping those Alpines home. Man, I wish you caught Panda's spin. He was next to Mikau and then it just lost it, and he did this perfect pirouette around the nose of Mikau's car.
Oh, all right, so that is the sprint done and dusted. Big Al will take P1 and the 8 points that come along with it, as well as starting the front of the grid for the race. Pondon will pick up driver of the day. There's a consolation prize there for the Red Bull driver.
One spin, one driver of the day. I think those two balance each other out.
Excellent. Okay, so here we are. The sprint race results. Who had the fastest lap of that session? It doesn't even matter. Actually, that's why it's not marked. In any case, Big Al, 8 points. Potsy, Crush, Sneaky, Mika, Kebab, Mikau, and T-Mac ran out the top 8. Pondon up there in P9, so that would be why he's got driver of the day. 18th he started. So 9 positions gained by him, and then a very rough one there for Apollo Pepsi and Spicer, both who DNF'd, and Panda with that massive spin ends up finishing 17th on the grid.
Very hectic sprint race, and I hope for much of the same for the main race.
Yeah, if that's anything to go by, we should have a cracker of a main race. As we just load into that session now. What does the sky say? Well, it's not overcast. It's a lot more blue than previously, and there was no rain on this one, so we should have a pretty fast race. 36 laps, of course, around the Red Bull Ring.
You say pretty fast race. I reckon Bert Mylander might do a few laps.
Well, yeah. So we might see the safety car out, and that could throw some spanners into the works.
Did someone disconnect again? What's going on?
I'm not sure. I don't know why it takes that. I don't know why. It usually doesn't take that long to load, but anyway.
No, it's usually fast.
So who ended up with damage? Wow, a ton of drivers actually ended up with damage at the end of that race. Potty had front wing damage. T-Mac had rear wing damage. Combined YouTuber had front wing damage. There we go. There's the timer. 10 seconds. So we should be able to get this underway shortly. Of course, there will be a formation lap for our drivers. Just to allow them to get one last practice lap in.
Hopefully the mechanics had enough time to pull Potsy's front wing out of Big Al's side pod.
There we go. Formation lap. Big Al wasting no time at all.
Oh. I love how in SIG Tier 1 is everyone on the hard tyre.
Sure enough, that is true. Everyone is starting on the hard tyre. So, the strategy will be hard soft? Is that what we're looking at? Or hard medium?
Hard medium. Hard medium, pitting around lap 20.
Alright, there we go. 36 laps in this race. Everyone's starting on the hard tyre, which means that everyone's pit window will be similar. So expect to see a lot of overcuts and undercuts. I'm not too sure which one's more powerful here. But we'll find out, I suppose. And, of course, the wild card is the safety car. If we see that come out, that may change people's strategies depending on what time it decides to make an appearance.
I don't believe it's really the safety car's decision. I think it's more usually Pepsi's.
Oh my God.
He said it about himself. I'm not even insulting him at this point.
I mean, you could... Okay, so... Oh my, the two Williams getting a little close there. That would be so fun if they disqualified there, but I think you actually go ghost when you hit the last corner, I believe, so I don't think that's possible. So here we go, everybody now gritting up on their box. Murder's not legal, dude. You can't just call people out like that. As Mika. Oh, sorry, that's Jackson. It's me. It says Mika, but it's Jackson. That's right. I always forget that. As Ali also cannot park a Formula 1 car.
Look how Big Al is like angled towards Spotsy.
Endocat can't park. Farmer Sam can't park. Feeber can't park. Okay, you do have a flaw. You are human. All right. So Big Al will lead this race. Jump on board because the cameras get really, really weird. There's the predicted pit stop strategy, medium to hard, and around lap 16 to 21. Or you could do a two-stop if you're brain dead. Ooh,
yeah, not advised. Definitely not advised.
This is not good. If the lights could turn on, that'd be great. I think someone is disconnected. Did everyone's car just
Oh, that's bait, mate.
Oh, okay.
It looks like bait disconnected.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I just saw everyone's car shift, and I'm like, oh, no, that can't be good. So, is this going to be a restart?
The game should be able to migrate the host and bait should be able to join back. Is usually, I mean, it's been pretty good recently at doing this.
So I'm curious because
it will be a restart.
Yeah, the only issue with this is that sometimes people get desync and that's caused a whole bunch of issues. So we'll see what happens. It's trying, but the hamster wheel is spinning, but the hamster is dead. It's trying its best, but it's not happening.
Here comes AWS. There you go. Sneaky restarted his game. Ooh. I've never heard that before. The hamster wheel is spinning, but the hamster is dead.
Yep. I actually heard a bunch of really, really good sayings for, saying something is dumb. And the best one that I've heard was, by far and away, was he has 2 brain cells left and they're both fighting for 3rd place.
Yeah.
That's the greatest one.
I think it's going to be a restart.
Yeah, it does seem like that will be the case. I believe that the Tier 1 guys are discussing that now. So, unfortunately, there will be a delay to the start of this race. We do apologize. So what we might do is we might take a very short break and we'll return once we have this sorted. All right, we will be back in just a moment.
Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me, you're young. 'Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. 'Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me. Let's escape, girl, tonight. with your pretty eyes and run with me, yeah, yeah. 'Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. 'Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me, let's escape, girl, tonight.
Just wish you knew.
just wish he knew.
And we are back. Apologies for the interruption, but hopefully we will have things sorted and underway now. Thank you for everyone who is patient in chat. Just had to reset the grid, of course, due to the disconnect. And hopefully we're error-free from here on out.
Thank you for the follow, Ant-Man. Hey, Benates, how you doing? I'm concerned again.
Just because of the time, yeah.
What is happening? Come on, game.
We'll give it a moment. It happened in the sprint and it went okay, so let's see what happens. But Codemasters, you've done it again. All right.
Oh, there we go. No, we're starting. We're starting. It's fine.
Seconds.
It's fine.
Okay.
Someone obviously had a moment again, or someone's game is having a moment.
All right, so 36 laps here at the Red Bull Ring. Should be in for a good one as long as the game decides to participate. So there go the green lights indicating the start of the formation lap. And Farmer Sam has decided to change. He will start on the medium tire for this race.
Interesting. It's completely his prerogative to do so.
Whoa! What happened there to Mercedes?
Who's that?
That was Crush.
Not Crush. Oh, it is too.
So he slid off the track there, and he'll get sent to the back of the class.
The third realm. We go. Bernard's doing well, man. Thanks. What about you? That's gonna suck. His tires are going to be frigid.
Yeah. So Big Al is wasting no time. He's actually going at quite a decent speed, flying towards the start-finish line. And when he gets this race underway, it's a decently long race ahead of him.
FIBA did a weird thing. A couple of these guys are letting people overtake them. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, you're allowed to. Nothing really saying you can't. Just maybe people just want to get to the grid faster. There you go. So FIBA going past the Haas there now.
Spicer for some reason is like up in P15.
Not too sure.
I have no idea what is going on in this formation lap.
Okay, so there's Big Al parking everyone else, and we will call you out if you get disqualified. Because it's funny.
It's just embarrassing if you can't park a car.
Ali again. He got hit the last time. Oh, it looks like everyone else is doing a little bit better. Of course, these guys tried to park their cars in a way that's better for attack or defense on the start. As Endocat also gets disqualified from the session. I can see the green flag track clear. I think the lights are counting down. They are. It looks like we're going to go ahead. 5 lights on the start grid. They are out and we are away. The race is finally getting going. Here we go. We see the Red Bull of Jackson right down the middle. He tries to get an early attack And he actually does. He overtakes Crush as Crush goes wide again. He did it on the formation lap. He does it on the first lap of the race. Ponden and T-Mac make positions there as Kebab drops down into P10, but we have avoided any sort of major incident.
Big Al runs super wide. Potter's going to get him here.
There we go. So a lead change has happened, and it's only had 3 corners. So Potsy in the lead of this race. Apollo Pepsi down, taking P18 away from Mr. Spicer. Trin going up 2 positions there as Kebab seems to have lost some speed. Oh, Farmer Sam, something serious has happened to that Haas. Down to P15 now as Kebab moves up into P10. Combine also gets a position as Farmer Sam drops yet again. Feebar up into P12.
Farmer Sam ran very deep into turn 4, cost him an immense amount of time as he put his car on the grass. Bieber is absolutely hauling it.
Big Al is trying to get this position back from Potsy as quick as possible. They're both using ERS at around the same rate here as they cross the line. As Potsy, of course, takes a fastest lap for leading.
Bieber up the inside of Eckham, he'll take that position. Eckham wants it back though. Bieber squeezes him. He'll hold it for now.
Wait, is it... Wait, who's driving the Aston Martin?
I don't know, he has a weird name.
Oh, it's Kebab, I think.
Kebab, okay,
maybe,
sorry.
Maybe not. In any case, let's see. Fever gets past on Trin there. They go hard on the brakes on turn 4. It looks like Kebab's going to try and keep the inside line here. The McLaren does get cut off by the Alpine. There's a little bit of a squeeze. As you see the wiggle from the McLaren, but he actually makes it work. Now T-Mac is up in this fight. Oh, he almost loses control of the car. So low downforce setup, that tells me.
I'd say so. Most of these guys will be trying to run as low wing as they possibly can because you can only really overtake on the straights here.
So Potty is maintaining a decent gap here as he sets another fastest lap, 107.9 for the... as Crush takes it away from him, a 107.8 from the Mercedes. A bad start, down now into P7 as we see DRS being enabled by race control. As Feber takes the motocross route there right over the curb. Keeps P9 though, he's probably got a warning for that.
Jackson goes off the track and Mikhail will pass him to get himself into P4, which is uncharacteristically quick for Mikhail these days.
Back into P10 here. Feber chasing down Ponden. Trin chasing down Feber. As looks like Big Al and Potty almost have a moment there. The tyres come together, but there's no major damage. And
These
it looks
two are going to kill each other.
Trin has had a moment, or someone's had a moment down at the back there. T-Mac down into P18. Endocat now up 2 positions. Mr. Spicer. Endocat goes up to P14. What is going on with the Mercedes?
Pepsi has collected a brake marker board and he's parked sideways.
Ah, I see. Here goes Big Al now. He's going to be in the DRS section. There goes the wing. Sneaky also close. As Mick Al sets the fastest lap now. 107.6 there from the AlphaTauri. Big Al hard on the brakes into turn 1.
Great, there's a couple of guys in the pits now. I think Trent is in the pits. And Pepsi will be joining him.
Yeah, that was a massive accident that happened there. Heaps of people have front wing damage. Big Al almost looking on the inside there. Chooses to take the safe line out. That's going to allow Sneaky to just maintain gap on the back there. As you can see, T-Mac, Trin, Kebab, and Apollo Pepsi all in the pits at the back. These Baitmate has front wing damage. Combined YouTuber had front wing damage. And so did Apollo due to that spin.
Ponden is looking to fight Fever. Oh no, he brakes way too early. Switch back! Switch back! Oh, Ponden!
That's a really great move, but I think Fever might have something to say about that. And he does.
That was awesome.
Sneaky's
lost it.
Oh, and he's round there on turn 8. And hopefully he will rejoin in a very safe manner. Oh my god, he's hit the wall a couple of times there. That is a 17.5 point turn from the Aston Martin as he gets back onto the track. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's getting... Got to be careful, man. You're going to have dirt and everything on those tyres. The Haas will just scrape right past. Farmer Sam up to P14 now. That is not a great start here for the Aston Martin team. And he goes round again as he tries to enter the pits.
Ah, Sneaky. Oh, Big Al got past Potsy and Jackson and Mikhail are having a bit of a battle.
Here we go. Down to turn 4. Jack's doing a great job here. Rush is close there. Ooh, looks like Mikael went a little slow around turn 5. But he should be able to get the speed back as they move towards the 3rd sector. Have a look at Crush, man. He is flying at the moment.
Yeah, Jackson's going to watch behind him, not in front of him now.
Through turn 9. Looking good here for the Mercedes. They'll hit the DRS zone. Of course, Jackson will also have it, so keep an eye on those numbers down the bottom there. And wow, Crush's car gets to speed so much faster than the Red Bull. That's insane.
He gets on the throttle super early.
Look at this. Well, that Red Bull might as well be an ornament. Crush is going to go right on the side and then down on the brakes. Yep, well done. Crush into P4.
That was well done by Crush. Man's rapid. He's absolutely rapid today.
The car is so much faster than the Red Bull. My God. If only they'd learned how to do that in real life. Okay, lap 6 of 36. 30 laps left in this race. Crush doing a really good job overtaking as Kebab takes a fastest lap there. 107.2. Keeping an eye at some of these other. We'll go down to the other Mercedes. Ando Cat as he chases down Batemate for P10.
Just looking at these guys that pit, so the likes of T-Mac, or even Trent, T-Mac, Eckham, and Pepsi. Sorry, Kebab and Pepsi. They're on the... They've swapped tyres now, so Trent is on the hards. He will have to pit again later on. He's still got those mediums, so he might be fine. But T-Mac, Kebab, and Pepsi are using their medium sets now. They don't have any fresh tyres left, so they're going to have to go medium, soft, soft. So they got 2 pit stops left to go now.
Yeah, that's a rough one there. They'll be hoping for a safety car. That'll mitigate some of the damage that might be caused from that as we see Mikael jump on board. He's trying to chase down this Mercedes. He's looking in the inside. I'm curious to see if he'll... Oh, he's going to commit. The commitment is there. Jeez, like a home loan right on the inside. But unfortunately, Crush will keep P3. But you can't blame a guy for trying.
He's giving it his best go.
Yeah, Big Al still in the lead of this race, but the Potty is really keeping his feet to the fire. It's almost like their own little race. 3.7 seconds to the Mercedes in P3. So, yeah, those two are in their own little bubble. As the rest of the cars, have a look at Fever here. He is seeing all red, and that is Ali ahead of him. I'm just curious. It won't be here on turn 1, but I would bet a lot of money if I had it that it's going to be here on turn 3. I'm thinking inside late break.
He's trying. Oh.
Okay, I just lost all my money. Fever decides to just maintain the gap. It looks like Ali had just a bit more speed, and the inside brake was not going to work. Now, look at Jackson weaving back. Oh, sorry, it was Crush weaving back and forth because Mikael got past his Potty, and Big Al also fight. Crush, Mikael will stay ahead by a nose. Oh, but Crush is going to fight him here through turn 6. He's going to possibly keep more speed on the outside. It's still a drag race as they now go towards sector 3. Mikael's going to keep the inside line, but it's going to switch on him as they go through the S's. And it's still a drag race side by side. The Mercedes will go. Oh, Mikael by a nose. They might come together. No, it's respectful. And the AlphaTauri stays ahead. I thought someone was going to get spun, and they did not. Really well done there from the Tier 1 guys. Oh, have a look at Fever! Oh, but that was a bad turn 1. That was a bad turn 1 for him. He had to pull up much harder, and he didn't get the angle he wanted. Jackson's going to try and maybe go on the outside. It doesn't look like he's got the speed. The Red Bull's going with more of a safer setup. Oh, but the brakes come into it. Ali doesn't want to get left behind either. It is all happening here. Oh, Farmer Sam with multiple warnings. Down there in P14. So Ali at the back of this train. Oh, but the best part is, look at the respect. Everybody giving each other enough room to race. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, this is awesome, clean racing. Super close and very, very respectful.
So there are the difference there between Mikau and Crush. Last lap Mikau was 0.021. Oh, sorry, that's on their best lap. There's the last lap. Mikau was 0.5 faster than Mercedes ahead, but unfortunately on this lap, 1 second slower. That'll be due to the overtakes, of course. So I
Tonic, we're on PC.
must say, Jackson's doing a really good job keeping the gap to Feber there. Feber rocketed past him, but he's not getting away. So maybe I was wrong about that setup.
No, I think because Feber's got almost no ERS left, so I think Jackson's burning a little bit, and then the DRS is helping to try and maintain that gap. Yeah, you can see Jackson just flicking it on and off out of the exits, where Feber's not using it at all. He's trying to save up a bit.
His teammate in P9 at the moment, chasing down the other Alpine, driven by Panda. Doing a good job so far in the top 10. What is the spin counter at? 1, right?
Spin counter's at 1.
Spin counter is at 1. Alright, so we're starting to see a little bit of normalization from these gaps here. We're at lap 10 so far. Lap 11 is bottom across the line on the board. And Potsy in the lead of this race with a 7/10 gap to the McLaren behind. But the real battle is happening here from 3rd to 7th. Everybody within the 1 second mark. Feber is desperately trying to get past this AlphaTauri. He wants to go play with the big boys at the front. But Mikau has something to say about that. It's a big fat no. As the DRS wing comes open there, Mikau now flying down towards turn 4. Crush, of course, will not have assistance as the car that could give it to him is 2.5 seconds down the road.
Sneaky did have another off-track excursion before, but he managed to pull it back.
And, and Feber actually rams the back of Mikau there. No damage.
Feber nearly wearing that AlphaTauri, and I do not mean the clothing brand.
Although I'd wear a Formula 1 car. It'd be weird, but I'd wear one. That'd be a fashion statement for sure.
Definitely be a talking piece.
Yeah. And the final corner here. There goes the DRS, and we will not get him down on turn 1. Jackson is slowly but surely falling away from this Alpine, and I wonder if it's because Feber's managing to get the draft much better from Mikau ahead. Ali also dropping behind that 1 second mark. Just now to the Red Bull ahead of him, which is Jackson. So they are starting to drift apart here, but... Jackson's in the wall!
Hey, that's gonna hurt. Careful on the rejoin, buddy! What are you doing? Stand still! Jackson!
If he had taken out his teammate there, that would have been poetic... No, it wouldn't have been poetic justice. It would have been irony, poetic irony. He was facing the opposite way.
It would be poetic.
Yep, but he's lost his front wing completely. That is unfortunate. He will have to come in. These cars are almost undrivable without that front wing.
See, a birthday boy Batemate's got a fan in chat. Zeta Beta says go number 10. At the time, Batemate was number 10.
Is he saying 10 the number or 10 the position?
I assume 10 the position.
Or is he just a gaslit? He means bait. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so Big Al will take the lead from Potsy, as you can see, just on the outside of turn 3. Potsy is trying to maintain the gap, but he is squeezing him. He is giving him what is allowed. Oh, that's a heavy switchback there, and it might just work. Potsy on the outside of turn 4 is going to be able to keep much higher speed. No, he has to fall back in line. This is a great battle between these two.
I have never seen Potsy fight this close to someone for this long without one of them dying.
I have to agree. Sometimes something happens, and it's usually not even their fault. It's this magnificent, wonderful game that tends to screw one person over. But right now, lap 13 to 36, and Potsy is doing a great job. Big Al in the lead now, but I'm sure Potsy will take that back any moment. Oh, that is a great turn 1.
So. Wow. That was a massive turn 1.
shift there from the Williams. Not to get a spin, and wow, Big Al just much better traction coming out of there.
Fiba has been climbing, pretty much making more than an overtake a lap up until he got behind Mikau, and he's been stuck here for a few laps now.
As Mikau looks to make an attack of his own here on Crush. He's been trying to do that for a couple of laps, just hasn't been quite close enough. That Mercedes, as we saw earlier, does have rapid speed, but of course loses time in the corners, and that's when you can see the time coming down in regards to the AlphaTauri there in FIBA. But as you said, Psycho, FIBA just, that performance gain seems to have gone.
Yeah, I know that the AlphaTauri is running a fairly low wing setup, which is helping a lot on these straights, and then also DRS probably means that FIBA just can't overtake, even with his setup. But in saying that, these guys need to be careful, because if Crush and Mikau do have a bit of a battle, and it goes, if you give FIBA half a gap, I mean, he'll make a double overtake before breakfast. So it's just, yeah, they got to be careful how they play this.
That's almost not real. That's insane.
You mean the game we're playing isn't real?
No, it's, well, I'm going to be on the nose about it. No, I mean, Crush here, if you have a look at the speed, oh, who is that? Is that Big Al?
Big Al!
Big Al down in P6. It looks like there was a spin. I don't see any damage being reported from the car. But that is huge. Potty can now walk away with this. If there's no safety car intervention.
What on earth happened there?
Not too sure, but he was spun around. I don't know if maybe he lost it on his own or if there was contact. Might be something that comes out later.
Yeah, no, fair. That has put the AlphaTauri up into podium position now, and that leaves FIBA one spot off the podium. Big Al hasn't lost too much time though. I imagine he'd be able to fight this back.
A safety car would probably be needed. I don't think he could climb back up to where Potsy is.
Not Potsy. Maybe podium.
Yeah, podium, yeah. Could be possible. So Mikau again. So Crush. That Mercedes is so fast that it managed, as Jackson says the fastest time there, 107.014. It's so fast that even in a DRS, I'll point this out. Here we go. All right. So just have a look here at the speeds. So Crush on the left, Mikau on the right. Now remember, when the speedo goes green, that means they're in DRS. Look at the speeds here. Mikau has DRS, and they're still there. There's only a 15k difference towards the back, and Crush. It's insane.
300. Crush got up to 304 though. I didn't see what Mikau got up to.
That speed difference is not enough for Mikau to catch up.
He's still got that 10 to 15k advantage, but yeah, it's just, I think Crush is just getting much better exits.
But it's not helping him catch, that's the problem. He's got 15k's and he's still back there. Crush still has 50% ERS. This Mercedes is insane.
He is rapid. He's just, I think he's got an exceptional setup, but also he's getting phenomenal exits. That has to be how he's pulling these speeds.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
Adding in chat, Mercedes running party mode.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's FIBA!
Oh, FIBA! No!
FIBA picks up multiple warnings. Wow, that's going to make Big Al's job a lot easier now. As Potsy, 5 seconds down the road here. He is in a world of his own. Ooh, FIBA actually got a really good exit coming out of turn 1. I'm curious to see if that's going to allow him to get turn 3. I think it might. FIBA's going to have to try and commit to the late break. Don't hit the Mercedes ahead. Well done. And Mikau has no choice but to let him by. Whoa, actually! Oh, see? Damn it!
No ERS, no battery.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so FIBA now up into P3, but with that 3-second time penalty.
Big Al.
Oh, he'll take Ali here. Ooh. Ferrari getting a little squirrely, but he's caught it. Yep, okay. Big Al into P5. as Farmer Sam has come into the pits there. Can't quite see the... Kebab now making a move on Trin. Wow, almost on the grass. As he locks up the brakes. There we go, up into P12 for the Aston Martin. Oh, that DRS wing was closing, opening and closing. I think he's got some brake drag.
Oh,
Ooh, there he goes. Kebab getting sideways there. Trin's going to definitely rocket past now as they go towards turn 6. And, yep, the McLaren goes up on the inside. There we go.
Add in chat pointing out that the Honda VTEC stopped working on the AlphaTauri, so the car got overtaken.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Obviously, that's where all the boost is, the 10,000 RPM range for the Hondas.
Bit deep by Trin there, but I think he should be fine. Kebab's got no ERS left.
So there is quite large gaps all sprinkled around here. Pondon 10 seconds, combined 7. Mr. Spicer 5, Trin 8 seconds behind P11 as Kebab goes to look on the inside, and it might be a repeat of the previous lap. No, Kebab cannot. Oh, he does! Wow, that was fast!
So he does that, and then Farmer Sam also overtakes T-Mac. Jackson is probably going to do it next because T-Mac's tyres are rather old.
Okay.
They end up low.
So I'm going to, just based on how, as Trin catches the slide, just based on how that wing is doing it, I think Kebab is waving at Trin with that DRS wing. I honestly think he's turning it on and off, being like, hello! Whoa, but Kebab's lost it there! Trin's going to get straight past, and that might actually allow Farmer Sam to catch up.
If you're right, and he was using his DRS wing to wave, that would be the ultimate BM move. Like, I'm absolutely all for it.
Mike, okay, all right, maybe someone can answer this. Someone more knowledgeable in F1 than me. Is it possible? Like, does the wing work that way in actual F1? Like, can they actually just hit the button on and off and it waves like that? Because if so, how has nobody done that yet?
They can, because remember Max had DRS issues one time, and then half the issue was the fact that it wasn't opening in time, so he kept pressing the button and his wing kept opening and closing.
Oh my god, that's right. Why does nobody do that? That is the biggest BM. If you're lapping someone and you get DRS to lap them, you should be doing that. Wait, maybe there's a thing about that. Maybe the FIA is like, please don't do that. It's not a good look.
Considering how often DRS breaks, I think it's more the engineers would be like, can you
yeah.
please stop using that piston?
Yeah, actually, that's true. Hey, yeah. The piston's rated for 1,000 uses. Don't do that. All right, so lap 20 of 36. 16 laps left in this race. Potty with a very comfortable lead, 5 seconds ahead of Crush in P2. Fever currently in P3, but with a 3-second time penalty, he'll have to work extra hard in order to avoid losing that to Mikau and possibly even Big Al. Big Al currently 3 seconds behind as we see we're on board with Jackson. It looks like Farmer Sam will make the overtake of Kebab. Kebab at one stage was making waves, but now he is losing massive amounts of time as Jackson will go right up on the inside, or on the outside rather, as we hit turn 3. And Kebab, yeah, he tried to get the apex turn way too hard. That's going to be a poor exit for the Aston Martin. And if T-Mac can giddy up, he might be able to make the Aston Martins join each other down there in P16 and 17. Oh, Kebab was AI!
Yeah. That explains a lot.
Wow, that explains so much. Okay.
Mikau going for the undercut.
Yeah, they're both in the coming out of the pit exit now. And did they lose positions? I mean, they did. They lost to Big Al and Ali, but as Mrs. Spice picks up a 3-second time penalty. F1AD in the chat, but they don't do it because it slows you down. No, I get that. But if you're so much faster, it's... Come on, that's funny.
Now, everyone should be pitting right around now is when you would expect to see those hard runners come in. So we'll see how this undercut works. They'll be trying to get Crush. Not sure if they can, but they're going to give it a go.
So T-Mac and Kebab in the pits right now. Combined coming out of the pit exit. And here comes Crush. We'll stay on board with the Mercedes as he gets underneath the 80k limit. Here we go. Medium tyres here from the pit crew. Shot out, 2.2 on the pit stop. Let's have a look here. So that's Crush, Big Ali, Big Al, and Ali all in the pits there. Fever is coming down the start line now. Crush will just exit in front, I think. No,
Nope.
no. Fever gets him, and I think Mikau might as well. He does. The undercut worked.
Wow. FIBA and Mikau, though, they were burning everything they had to try and do that, but they managed it.
Oh, well done. So Fever now up into P2. If he can maintain a decent gap, he might be able to hold on to it, but I think Mikau knows about the penalty, and so he will do everything in his power to stay within that 3-second gap.
Potsy is going to have to pit soon. He's not under threat yet, but he will be if he stays out too long.
So Trin down there in P10. Ooh, his Farmer Sam went way wide onto the Aramco signage. That allows Jackson to get up there in P10. Spicer and Endocat trade places in P15.
Looks like they might trade back again. They do.
Yep, so Fever, 105.9. Fastest lap on the medium tyre. Jackson doing a great job here, maintaining on the back of Trent. We'll be looking to try and jump him on the next DRS zone as Panda picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not a great day at the races for the Alpine team. Trent might be coming into the pits. He does.
He is.
And that's the speed. And he does. He gets it underneath. I'm curious, will Potsy come in now? Feber managed to get it to 20 seconds. I don't know if that was... No, he's going to stay out.
I don't know what he's doing or why he's doing it. It's costing him. I mean, unless he wants to go... He might be going... Oh, he is. He's going to do hard soft.
All right, well, see if that pays off for him as Big Al chasing down Panda. And that was a great exit there. Here we go. There goes the DRS. And he'll probably just skate on. Ooh, maybe not. It's actually going to be to the line. No, Big Al has to pull back.
He might be better off doing it into turn 3 or 4.
Oh, here we go.
Or just on the straight.
Yep. And I really can't contest that at the moment.
No, because tires way pressure.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we'll have to give away that position. This Potsy's still out on track. So for him to do softs, we're talking lap 29?
No, this will do. He's only got to do 11 laps on him.
Oh, actually, he's in the pit now. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So, without a doubt, Feber's going to overtake him. That's for sure.
He stayed out way too long.
Crush might even get him as well here.
He will.
Yeah, oh wow. Yep. So, Potts is going to lose quite a lot. He'll exit just ahead of...
Next to Crush. But he is on soft, so they are cold though.
I think Potts can make it work. Here we go. He'll try and take the inside line here. Give each other some space. There we go. He'll fall back. But once those tyres come to temperature, I expect that Williams to be pretty rapid. And he might even do it now. Here on the inside of turn 4, he does. He holds onto the curb. They touch wheels. They touch wheels again. Oh, man. You can't help but clench.
There's no way those tires are even hot yet, but I don't think Potts.
Oh, look at him go into turn 7!
I've never seen anyone do that.
He
That's
does not
amazing.
care. Oh man, taking names here. Oh, they come together. He has to go wide. He's forced wide, and he'll take P3. But luckily, no warning there from. Well, he may have got a warning, maybe. Crush is going to get him on the inside here at turn 1. Oh man.
He'll get him back.
Oh, he will. Here we go. Oh man, and it's not even close. As fast as that Mercedes is, the Williams is apparently faster.
Potsy's tires have some heat now.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so he wants to try and not battle and Fieber needs to focus. And
This is
make it to the end.
reminiscent. This is reminiscent of a few seasons ago with these three up the front.
Mm-hmm. Mick is doing a great job here keeping on the back of Fieber. Fieber, of course, knowing he's got that 3-second penalty, trying to get away. Mick doing everything in his power to not let him do that. But of course, he also has to keep in mind not to get a penalty himself. Otherwise, it evens the tables. And then Potsy's got an even easier job here. Big Al, 5.6 seconds behind. So this is going to be a monumental ask for him to get into podium territory. But we still have race left, and there is still the potential of a safety car. These guys have been driving really well, though. Tier 1, no massive crashes, no retirements. I realized what I said. And I know I might be baiting it, but we'll see how it goes. Potty, he's putting everything in this car. Just keep an ear out here for the throttle.
You are very game saying, considering Pepsi's still on the track.
Again, shooting people in cold blood. All right, we're here for it, I suppose. So, through turn 5, and Potsy is leaving nothing to chance.
Man, that Williams is flying.
He's so fast. He is so fast. And the more he fights, of course, that helps Fieber out at the front, but the performance gain he gets from those soft tires is insane. Look at the speed difference. Look at the speed difference. Oh, it's enough! Oh, man, he rides the curb so heavy there. But he gets by. That's all that matters.
Beautiful overtake.
I think Crush might even have something here as well. Yeah, Mikhail's lost big time here. Crush might even try and go for the double overtake down and towards turn 3. I don't think it's going to work. It doesn't. And Mikhail now down into P4. It's Ali and Panda trade. It's not a good day for Panda. Dropping down to P7. Panda, Ali trading. They're in P6. A handful of laps to go. Kebab with a 3-second time penalty there. Oh man, have a look at these two. No love lost here. And Ali holding the defensive line. And that's the Ferraris actually to get a decent gap out of there. So Panda will have to a little harder to make that move stick. Back up here, Mick out into turn 3. And he is slowly dropping back from the top 3. Potsy as well. Not in an attack range at the moment. People doing a good job. Oh, it's Panda. Oh, they're still fighting. We have a yellow flag there in sector 2. And Panda will look on the inside here.
Wow.
That is great. That is great racing right there. That is great racing right there. And Ali still won't give this up. Still won't give this up. He takes the inside. Look at this. Back and forth.
Panda's doing well considering his tyres are twice as old as Ali's.
Having a look at it at the age. Yeah, look at that. 7 laps to 13. Potsy now. Is he going to make the move? The speed is just not there. He might have to brake late. No, but Fieber. Oh, that is a very slow start. There is a very slow turn, but Potsy ended up hitting the front wing into the rear of the Alpine there, and that cost him some speed.
I like how Potsy knows that he's got this on penalties, but he wants to win it on track.
Oh, it's racing. Try to tell a racer, play it safe. No. I want to be the first car to cross the line, end of story. As we have a yellow flag in sector 3, it's a Ferrari.
Pepsi. He's doing the thing.
He's doing the thing. We have 5 laps left in this race. Fever is still leading, but with that 3-second penalty, his days are numbered, and unfortunately that will push him all the way back to P4 as we have 5 laps to go. Crush. Whoa! Oh! He gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag.
I think
That's so rare.
it. That's rain. That's rain.
We have rain? Oh my god, the humidity is at 79%. Oh, this could be a problem. There is still some laps to go. If this comes fast enough. Oh, that's rain on the camera. You are joking.
Wow.
Potty on the inside, and he takes the lead. He takes the lead for now. Fever's going to keep the inside. Oh, all this fighting's allowing Crush to make some gains. Oh boy, Potty had a much better exit out of the S's. Here we go on the inside. That's not where you really want to be here for turn 9, but none of these guys care. It's tunnel vision, down to the line. Less than 5 to go. The rain keeps coming. It's at 80% right now. I haven't seen it change, so it might stay this way for a while. I haven't seen it change. I don't think we're going to see Heavy. Have a look at Potty there. We're on board with Crush. Potty on the inside. Fever. Oh, they push each other wide. Crush is going to get past. Now Crush has the penalty, so it's not all bells and whistles, but Mikau is back in the race. Oh, big time in the race. Fever drops back big time. What happened there?
I think they came together, and it's so slippery out there now. It's going. Yeah, it's disabled. This got wet.
We're in rain.
Quickly.
We're in rain. We're in actual rain. This could make it to intermediate conditions. Jackson has come into the pits. Sneaky Apollo and Kebab at the back are already on intermediate tyres. We still have 3 laps of racing. It's anybody's now. Fever is now in big danger because Big Al is closing the gap. You can see Fever coming into the pits.
They're pitting. No, only Fever's pitting.
Only Fever's pitting.
Big Al's pitting. Fever and Big Al are pitting.
Okay, Potty has decided to take the gamble. He will stay out. Mikau is now drag racing him down to turn 1. Potty will most likely get him under braking. Here we go. Oh, Heavy on the curb. You got to be careful. You might get pinged with a corner cut there. Crush now 1.2 seconds down the road. It doesn't really matter. DRS has been disabled by race control. But in any case,
was the risk worth it? The pit.
well, Fever and Big Al are coming out of the pits now. The forecast has not changed from 80%, so the rain won't be much heavier than this, I don't think. We can go to the weather. So there you go, 15 minutes to 30 minutes, 82% is going to be about the highest that we'll see. So I'm curious if these tyres will hang on long enough to allow these guys to finish. There's still 2 laps, well, technically 3 laps of racing with the final lap. And Mikau is trying desperately to stay in here. Crush with a 5-second penalty. That's big. But it could be something that could get overturned, possibly. Depending.
I'd say that would get overturned. There's no way that sticks.
Oh, I don't know. But Fever is now 14 seconds behind P3. This is a big, big gamble.
But who are the ones gambling? The guys staying out or the guys in the pit?
All right, we're at 81% now, 81%. So the rain is getting slightly more heavy. I don't think it's going to be too drastically heavy by the time this race ends, but it could be enough to render the medium or the dry tires completely useless. And then Fever will just rocket by. Oh, look at Crush. He's desperately trying to keep the car straight.
Do we have a Lando Norris in P1, 2, and 3?
Yes, well, yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Look at Potsy, he's nearly off the track.
It's getting really, really hard for these guys to stay on a wet track with dry tyres. Crush is doing his best. You can see Potty going there. I believe is that Mr. Spicer? It is Mr. Spicer, sort of like, hey guys, just if you don't mind, I'm going to get right past. Look at the water trails coming off these tyres. Fever might have just pulled the steal of the century, but he has 3 seconds. So now he has to get past everyone and maintain a 3-second gap. This is massive ask. This is a massive ask from the Alpine.
And he's got a lap to do it. Crush and Potsy still doing relatively okay considering they're basically on ice.
Alright, so keep in mind Crush does have a 5-second penalty. But that possibly could be overturned, and if so, this will be a race win for him. Turn 3. Here we go.
Wow.
Modulating the throttle. You can see, look at the drift. It is crazy. There is no grip for any of the cars ahead. Feber exits turn 3, but he will not be able to catch them by the end of the race. Big Al is now within 3 seconds of Feber. There are multiple things happening here, and it's very hard to keep track of all of them. So Mikau in P3, look at him, he drifts wide. He drifts wide out of there. That's going to lose him time. Potsy getting overtaken by one of the Aston Martins there. Crush moving into Sector 3. He's done such an excellent job of maintaining this car. So Feber has caught Mikau now.
Oh, and Potsy, he's got them both.
He got them both. This might be, can he make 3 seconds? Can he make 3 seconds to the line? Crush will take the win here. Unless he absolutely screws this last corner. He does not. The Aston Martin goes on the inside. And Crush will take the win here at Austria. Feber will then will take it. And Potsy was in 3 seconds. Potsy was within 3 seconds.
Does that mean technically Potsy wins? But I think it's, I don't even know.
It could be. We'll have to see. We'll have to leave it to the stewards. But on track, Potsy will take the win. That was to the wire. Feber did such a good job there. But in any case, Feber is guaranteed a podium, even with the results. So, but it was a risky move, but Feber made it work. Oh my God. Boy, did it deliver. And Mr. Spicer now just skating on by as Trent, unfortunately. I think Farmer Sam has gone off the track there. You see the rest of the cars coming in to finish. And Sneaky. Oh my God, is Sneaky going to get him? Oh, Sneaky might get him. He does! Trent spins right at the line.
Oh no.
There's Farmer Sam! There's Farmer Sam! Oh, oh my God, he runs right into the back of the McLaren! Right at the line. Oh, and there's everybody parked on the straight. Oh. My God. Oh my God. There is the driver of the day, and it's well deserved. Fever will pick up that title. But it is Potsy that will pick up the win of this race. Oh. Oh my Lord. Well, it wasn't great that the game crashed, but maybe it was. Oh, look at that. Okay, I cannot stress how illegal that is. But he took his steering wheel with him to the podium. At least it's not the gritty. Thank you.
Say about that? I don't know what's worse, the gritty being legal or the fact that the steering wheel isn't.
Oh,
what a race though. I mean, I don't know how Tutu's going to come even close to pretending to top that. That was just
we simply
phenomenal.
Do not know. But props must be given to the entire grid for an absolute clean race. Nobody sent out a safety car. I cannot stress how awesome that is. But the big one here, Potsy taking the win of the race. Feber with the fastest lap. He'll pick up an extra point for his trouble. Crush, unfortunate there with the safety car. Again, that is something the stewards will have to look at. But if that does get removed, then he will take that top spot. Big Al, Mikau, Panda, Ali, Baitmate, Come On, YouTuber, and Jackson round out the top 10. And an unfortunate one there from the guys at the back. But who would have guessed rain at the end of the race? All right, so that is us for Tier 1, but don't go anywhere. Tier 2 is around the corner. We're going to take a short break and compose ourselves, and then we'll be back for the final race of the night. Catch you in a moment.
Oh, wow.
Here we are, we locked down in different cities, and I virtual connection falls apart. Guess it's been too many years since California. Now the memories of us is all I have. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn, gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in this same sky, when I'm on the other side. Take me back to the life that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now. Cause it's been too many years since California. I wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn, gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in the same sky, when I'm on the other side. You just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. You used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave, and by the time it's done I'll be gone. I'll be gone.
issues run so deep. Now when I try to sleep, I feel so bad. I should leave, and by the time it's done, I'll be gone. Standing in the cold, cold rain, I don't even feel the pain. Anything to step away. I know we could both do better. Wish you would've left me here. Now I'm just controlled by fear. What's the point in our reflection if you never look in the mirror? Counting the days until you're gone, waiting for us to carry on. Oh, I'm running, what am I running from? Time's going by, but where's the time going? I tried to give you everything. You took it all and took it for granted. If you're still falling out of love, maybe it's 'cause it's not enough. Maybe it's not enough, baby. I don't wanna lose you after all that we've been through. If you could change my mind, I would do it in a heartbeat. That's if you really love me. Setting fire to my brain, wondering how I'm to blame. You're the one who doesn't dream, so why are you always sleeping? I remember when you said you're afraid of what's ahead. What happened to ride or die? I asked and you just start crying. How are you acting so surprised? Haven't you seen it in my eyes? Oh, I'm running, what am I running from? Time's going by, but where's the time going? I tried to give you every.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for round 20 of the AFR Tier 2 Championship here in Austria. I am Kunai Zero, and bringing me tonight's commentary is my YouTuber.
Hello.
All right, so we are in one-shot qualifying. Might as well jump up there. We've got 11 people here
We
in
should have more.
The race.
We
Yeah,
should have. Yeah, but can't really join in one shot qualifying, I guess. I don't know. It's unfortunate, but
so here we go. Mr. Spicer currently leading everyone here in the session.
Mr. Spicer had a decent run in Tier 1 earlier as a reserve, so let's see how he goes in Tier
Sax is
2.
retired.
Saxa has retired, yep. Oh, what?
Oh, that was his AI.
What? I was about to say.
Well, that's funny.
So, hang on. So, is this AI about to get pole? Am I seeing this right now?
No, it's dropping back real
Okay, no,
quickly.
Dalek is okay. Dalek is up there. Okay, cool. Yeah, the reason we have one shot is because it's a sprint weekend. So, yeah.
Oh, that's right, yes. So they will be doing a sprint and race. So 12 laps and 36 respectively. Dalek will cross the line with the fastest lap. 1:20. Sorry, it's a 1:05.272.
Yeah, it's the final sprint of the week of the season. So yeah, the final sprint of the season. Because we had it in Imola and Brazil already.
So Dalek with a 1:05.2, he will take pole for the sprint race. Valhalla with a 1:05.3 in P2. Fat Ferret, Smitty, Psycho, Bandcamp, Spicer, Gus Rules, Panda, and King J ran out the top 10. Panda, King J, and Saxon not setting a time. Panda getting disqualified, which is interesting. So he would have run too wide in the corners and invalidated that lap. And I am curious to see if we do get more people that join in the sprint session.
Is it possible to join the race when you join the sprint?
Not sure.
I've never seen it before, but I guess we'll see.
Whose number? Am I blanking out? Whose number is 27? In real world.
Hulkenberg, isn't it? But he's not in the he's not in the bloody
That's
he's not in the
right.
but he's not in the bloody game though. That's
Yeah,
weird.
but it is his number.
It is,
It's
but
overcast.
so okay, so we have got a new joiner, and we've also got Snag having PC issues, I think, and also I think Hunter Griffin is reserving.
Yep, that's him. So he'll come in as reserve.
Oh, Jordo is Hunter Griffin.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has different names. This is the wonderful world of the internet.
Bruh.
But that's okay. You can see it's overcast there. I don't know if it's going to rain. Forecast shows us 15%. Actually, no, it hasn't updated yet. That was for qualifying. So I'll wait until they're on the grid and we'll do a formation lap. And then I might be able to take
Looks
a
rather
peek.
overcast. Looks rather overcast. I mean, this is the weather kind of wasn't accurate. Like it told me in G1, it told me in qualifying that it was wet for all races. But the sprint was completely dry. I put a wet setup on and I had a bad position in the sprint because I thought it was wet and it was actually dry.
Sometimes the game gets you
just-
like that.
Yeah, it's just not accurate. The weather thing when it's approximate, I guess.
Alright, so everybody is on the medium tyre except for Panda. Panda is on the soft tyre down there in P9. Quite interesting as they make their way towards the start-finish line. Everybody trying to get temperature in those tyres. 12 laps in the sprint. Looks like Reserve is having some difficulty jumping into the session. Hopefully they can get that sorted by the end. Oh! Valhalla in the wall.
That is rather that's unfortunate, and I don't know who that spliff guy is, but he's left as well. Oh, he's just got disqualified.
Yeah. So he will go straight to the... Did he pick up damage there? He did not. Okay.
You can't get damage on the formation lap.
You can't? Is that actually a thing? You can't get damage?
I don't think so. Never seen it before. At
Makes
least.
sense. No, it makes sense.
Imagine if he could though. That would be.
Oh my god, yeah, tell me about it. Jeez.
That would be so unlucky. Here we are lining up on the grid. So with this overcast, I wonder if it's going to get like if there's more rain or it's just going to stay like this.
Not too sure. In any case, they're all lining up now. You can see there's Valhalla already parked on the grid. Smitty can't park. Psycho can't park. Which is funny because he was giving people crap for that. Okay, here we go. There are the lights. And the race is now underway. And it's a decent start there from Dalek. As Ferret gets a really interesting start up into P2 already. Valhalla's, and people have already come together.
Oh, and there's contact. Oh,
Yeah, there's
it looks like
big-time
King
contact
J,
there.
King J and Smitty had an incident.
Who's currently P10?
King J.
Oh, okay. Why did
King
his-
J is in the Mercedes.
Yeah, why did his name not come up? He's got a different number again.
So here we go, Dalek leading from pole position. Ferret in the Alpine behind Valhalla in P3. Psycho up to P4. Gus up to P5 ahead of Band. Side by side with Saxa. And then we got Spicer behind Saxa, and then Panda looking on the inside of Spicer now, and he's going to get that done into the left-hander. Panda's on the softs.
Yes, he started on the softs here, having a poor one-shot qualifying. He'll be looking to try and gain as many positions here in the sprint for an optimum start in the race. You can see just how much speed he's got. Here he's going to look on the inside of Saxa as they move towards turn 9. He'll get blocked
the
by
Haas.
the Haas there, who is he coming into the pits? He is. That'll be Bandcamp there. Can't see Bandcamp's telemetry. Whoa, as they come together there. Dalek with the fastest lap, 1:11.6.
Panda got to force Saxa off there. And he lost 3 places from that Saxa.
So here we go. Panda now up into P6 at the moment. There's Ferret chasing down Dalek here. Wow, much better exit through turn 3 now. I'm curious if that's enough speed. Oh, he's squeezing him. Oh, he's almost pushing him onto the grass, but there is a car width there. So it is legal. Ferret now into the braking zone. Yep, he'll make that work. Ooh, yep, no, he'll make that work. Ferret ahead by a nose. Dalek will try and challenge him into the inside of turn 6. And he's not going to be... Oh, but Ferret gets loose going into the entry. So now it is on between them. And Valhalla will also look to try and capitalize on the opportunity. Oh, I spoke too soon! But he keeps it out of the wall. So,
Jeez.
well done there.
That made me jump.
Oh, he almost
Oh,
collected the
someone
front
else
wing.
spun off. Oh, Smitty's gone as well. Oh my gosh. Chaos. That made me jump and he just suddenly yelled. It was crazy.
That's my shtick. 10 laps to go here. Panda with the fastest
Yep.
lap, 106.9. Ferret in the lead of this race. Dalek with DRS now. So he will skate on by as they go down towards turn 3.
Easy move there, but Ferret will now have the DRS on the next straight.
And Borbasaka here in the AlphaTauri, who's dropped a little bit too far back now from Ferret. I wonder if Ferret will be in attack range here towards turn 4. He will not. He will stay in line behind him in the second sector. King J close there to Saxa as they go towards turn 4.
And yellow flag, and Williams at the back, Smitty has spun again.
Fortunate there. So, as we have another yellow flag, that's one of the, is that one of the AlphaTauris? It is, it's Spicer off the track.
Oh, careful the rejoin. Okay, no, we're good. Because Gus and Valhalla are coming.
P6 at the moment, King J chasing Saxa here in the Alfa Romeo. As Panda sets another fastest lap, 106.7. King J, oh, he's going to choose the left side. That is actually a really good move there from Saxa. King J wanted to maintain that left side. Saxa said, no, I'm going to keep this side. And it left it a little too late for King J to switch to the other side of the track, so he had to stay behind. And King J now looking for the inside, maybe on the brakes. No. He saw that it might have been too late. Oh, but he does brake much later, loses the apex. Psycho doing a really good job here, keeping up with the front two. As we see Gus also looking to overtake the Mercedes at the back here. He looks on the inside and he'll be hard on the brakes. I wonder if the Haas can pull up. Oh, he extends the corner just a little bit, but no contact. He'll stay ahead. P7 there for the Haas.
Yeah, you got it done. It was a good job there from Gus. So King J still behind Saxa, and the lead battle is still unchanged, but Psycho quite close to Ferret.
So, interestingly, Ferret doesn't seem to be able to catch Dalek here. Even with
King
DRS.
J. King J just lost it while trying to catch Saxa through turn 1.
So Psycho here, just dropping back slightly from the Alpine and P2. Ferret trying to get this Aston Martin. Doesn't seem to be able to get that gap though. Looks like the Aston Martin just a little faster.
And King J does have a straight line advantage, I think, but it's just not close enough at the moment. Because obviously King J is part of AlphaTauri, the AlphaTauri team, so he would have a straight line set up.
So just keep an eye here on the speed as we hit the DRS zone for Dalek and Ferret. What is the top speed of the Aston Martin? Here we go. 300. Yeah, so 307, and the top speed of Ferret with DRS is 311. That is not enough. That is simply not enough speed for the Alpine, and that explains why the Aston Martin is just getting away with this right now.
The Dalek definitely has decent straight line speed. We did see him just shoot past on like a couple laps ago. I guess that showed how quick he was on the straight. As Valhalla is very close to Gus again, and here he goes.
Gus is going to squeeze him. He's going to give him exactly 1 car length. Here we go. Gus will maintain the inside. Oh, Valhalla turned in way too early. Spicer's now coming to the back of the Mercedes there. Yeah, Valhalla turned way too early.
He also got hit.
From the back, yes, but that's because Valhalla went to turn in early. The Haas was there. He then slowed up to try and make the corner, and that's why Spicer ended up hitting him in the back. So it's an unfortunate one there, but if you've got a car on your inside, you've got to be aware of that as we hit lap 7 of 12. And Dalek still in the lead of this race, and he's also extended that lead to almost a second. This could be a problem for Ferret.
Oh, yeah. Panda isn't catching these three very quickly.
Yeah,
As well.
he gained good positions. You can see there, Sachs is actually the biggest winner here. 6 positions gained, Panda with 5. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like he'll be able to make the 3 seconds by the end of the race. I'm not sure. We'll see. Panda isn't, you know, Panda's getting up there with each lap, but it's a big ask.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Oh, and he spun. He spun.
Yep.
He spun. Panda spun.
Maybe we talked a bit too much there.
Oh,
Oh, and so is Saxa done as well.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the second time I've seen 2 people spin at the same corner at the same time. I think Valhalla and Smitty did as well. But he just stays in front of Gus there, Sax. Oh, that was close.
So 5 laps to go. Dalek still in the lead of this race. Ferret close behind, but just can't seem to get that gap to close. Psycho is taking about half a tenth each lap. Oh, what happened here? So Ferret actually went past Dalek now on the inside. Oh, Psycho gets a little scared
Side by side.
from the 2. So Dalek's going to stay on the inside here for turn 4. Ferret on the outside. He will most likely have to give up that position. He does. But he might get better speed out of the exit. We'll see if he'll try and take him into turn 6. I don't think so. And all the while...
defending.
Yep, it's great defending. And all the while Psycho just managing the gap to the front 2. Doing a great job so far, this AlphaTauri.
Saxa loses the place to Valhalla and Gus, so down to P8. The final points place for Saxa there.
Valhalla might be in attack range again. Saxa not wanting to give this up too easily. As King J picks... Oh! King J with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Panda's within the range of that.
And Psycho, here we go. Psycho will now overtake Ferret. He goes to the left side of the track. Down towards turn 3. Hard on the brakes. And he will now take P2. The question is, can he catch the Aston Martin ahead?
Oh, Psycho's on it. He's on it. He has won a race before, but only one, I think. So, he'll be on to we want to get pole position for the main race.
Alright, so Spicer and Saxa trade there. P8 now for the AlphaTauri. Panda 3 seconds behind King J here. It's not looking good due to that spin.
And dead soft tires probably as well. I wonder how his tires are.
Alright, again, look at these speeds here. Dalek. So, the Aston Martin, max speed. And the AlphaTauri is already overtaken. So 3:16 by the end of it. That's good pace. I'm curious to see if Psycho can actually make this work as Panda picks up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. So Valhalla, will he be able to get Gus rules with a DRS? It looks like it's pretty inevitable. He's going to go on the left side. Gus will slowly but surely make his way to that side of the track. He leaves a gap. As per the regulations, hard on the brakes here. Here we go. And they come to... no, actually, they... Ooh! Gus
Contact,
just losing the grip there, and that will give Valhalla P6.
None of them have DRS. Okay.
That is weird.
Saxa does though, so he gained a bit of time. And yellow flag, and there's Band at the back. He's stuck. Band's stuck. He's literally stuck.
Oh,
He's
wow.
beached on the grass.
Wow, he is actually stuck. He cannot get out. Oh, there we go. He
Oh,
had
he
to reset the
reset the
track.
track.
He
Yep,
had to. There's no choice there.
Exactly, that's fair enough.
Nobody's going to blame him
the,
there, but...
That's the right thing to do, yeah.
But he got beached. That's interesting.
Wow, it's the first time I've actually seen that in the league race, which is crazy because it does happen with these 2022 cars. You can get beached on curbs and grass like that. he could beat Sean Hills because of the ground effect and all that.
So Psycho is getting closer and closer here. Oh, Dalek's losing the grip there. That's going to be the moment that the AlphaTauri needed. Psycho has to capitalize on this. Oh, but the gap stays the same. Psycho backing out there, just trying to play the safe option. I can't see the ERS left in that car, but it looks to be about 50% based on the dash. So here we are, last lap of the sprint race.
Yeah, last lap.
Psycho needs to get a good exit here.
And there's a yellow flag, and it looks like that's Panda. Does Panda have a puncture or something? No, I think it's just spun.
Oh, Psycho now is in it. Look at this. Right down on the right side. Down to turn 3. On the braking zone. Oh, they're going to come together slightly, but Psycho is now in the lead. And it's a good move. Dalek's not going to be able to catch him that far back. And Psycho might have just solidified the win of this sprint race. You've only got a couple of corners to go, lad. Don't screw it up now. Dalek is pushing. No ERS left in the car. You can see it there on the dash. Red. Single-digit numbers. Now it's going to come to who has the fastest speed in the S section. Psycho is still ahead, moving down towards turn 9. I think it's enough. I think the AlphaTauri's done it.
Yep. Psycho will get pole position for the main race.
An absolute fantastic drive from the AlphaTauri. Psycho takes the win here for the sprint race in Austria. Dalek in P2. Ferret will come across in P3. And if you're Psycho, give yourself a pat on the back, lad. That was an excellent drive.
The last time, he has won a race before, but it was like a couple of seasons ago. But now he's won a sprint race, so there you go.
Spicer chasing down Saxa to the line. Saxa will stay ahead, though. They will finish as they are.
Yep, the final 2 points positions, Saxa and Spicer, 7 and 8. Panda, though, it will be P10. Ooh!
Yeah, it's rough.
I think those softs died in the end. He had another spin. He might have a puncture. Yeah, he has a puncture.
Yeah, he's got 99% on those wheels, so yes. Yes, there's definitely been a puncture.
I think after that spin, he got that puncture, so yeah, that's rough. But Band will be in P11, so Band will start last in the sprint. For the main race, I mean. He'll finish last in the sprint. Oh, Psycho, pole position.
It's a great place
for the main race.
There we go, Saxa with driver of the day. Started, gained 4 positions in total in that race. Okay, so 8 points goes to the AlphaTauri, Psycho, Dalek in P2, Fat Ferret in P3, King J in P4, Valhalla, Ghostrel, Saxa, and Spicer round out the points positions. Smitty, Panda, and Bandcamp down at the bottom, and a couple of penalties dealt in that sprint race. Panda with 3 seconds, Smitty with 3 seconds, King J and Fat Ferret also with 3 seconds each. I'm curious to see how this will evolve into the full-length race. 36 laps. Let's see if Psycho can win again.
Oh yeah, we'll see. It's going to be certainly a great race between the top 3. They look like the ones to beat. Psycho, Ferret, and Dalek. Let's see if we can have a fight between them again in the main race. And oh yeah, and it's a dry race, so there you go.
I'm not sure if there'll be any rain to come, just like the Tier 1 race.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, the end of Tier 1, there was a bit of rain.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think anyone else extra has joined. I think it will be only
Yeah, it
the
doesn't.
people that came in.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone that joined, sadly.
Into a formation lap, and they'll have one last chance to get temperature into those tires and brakes, and then we'll be able to set off for the final race of the evening. Is everyone pairing? And it is 11 drivers on the grid.
Yeah, no one joined, so...
And there are the starting tyres for everyone. Ferret, Valhalla, and Saxa on medium tyres. Bandcamp has elected to start on the soft tyre for the race. So he'll be looking to try and gain as much performance early on. He'll have a shorter pit window than everyone else ahead.
Interesting.
All the pressure there. The man on your screen, Psycho, will lead this race. And he will be hunted from the get-go. Dalek and Ferret looking most likely to try and get him on the inside. P1, of course, starting on the left side of the circuit. So with only 11 drivers, one person misses out on points.
Oh no.
That's rough.
That is rough. So here we go. Psycho leading them off on this. He's gone rather quickly. He's got a bit of a gap to Dalek, but now he's dropped a bit. So everyone else on the hards except for Ferret, Valhalla, and Saxa. And of course, Band on the softs at the back.
All right. Looks like everybody gridded up correctly. What a change. No, never mind. Just gets pinged at the end there. Here come the lights. You can hear those engines revving. They're roaring to go. The lights are out. And the race is underway. Psycho gets a pretty decent start. Ferret's going to get the early overtake on Dalek. Ferret might even get the inside line here as they go towards turn one. Oh, Valhalla gets spun. Oh, it's a massive crash there.
More contact in turn one. Valhalla, you go off there and he's got damage. So that is unfortunate for the Mercedes. As Panda up into P7. Already off the start, Band in P6.
So that is a really good start for the Haas there. His teammate Gus Rules in P4 as he just loses that actually. Saxa going past him down into turn 4. Bandcamp might be on the radio to his Haas teammate. Get out of my way, I've got time again. He goes up into P5. Now he's looking to try and get Saxa. Looks on the inside of turn 6. Chooses not to attack late. He'll probably just stick on by, get some of that draft, and maybe pass him on the main straight. We'll see if he's fast enough to do that. But he's already gained 6 positions.
Yeah, great start. Those softs definitely worked out for the start. As Panda on the outside of Gus now and gets that done.
So Psycho sets the fastest lap as is standard, leading the Grand Prix. So there's a predicted pit stop strategy from AWS. 16 to 20 is a pit winner for the medium runners. And 7 to 11 for the soft runners, of which there is one. That'll be Bandcamp there in P5. And Valhalla already in the pits due to, I believe, damage. And Saxa also with front wing damage. Oh, Bandcamp P4 now. Rocket ship here.
He passed Saxa into turn 3 there. Yeah, what a start, though. 11th to 4th in 1.5 laps.
He is really, really making up for that poor sprint race. That is for sure. On board with Ferret now, chasing down Psycho for the lead. 4/10 is the average gap here for these two drivers. And they've really left Dalek in the dust. Dalek about 1.5 seconds behind.
Yeah, Dalek actually doesn't have the race pace in like a long run, it seems. The sprint race he was having good pace, but in the long runs he doesn't seem to be.
DRS is now enabled. We jump on board with Panda in the McLaren, the only McLaren car on the grid at the moment as he chases down Saxa there for P5. DRS is now enabled for our drivers. Here we go. Panda will most likely look to the right side, late on the brakes. Oh, that's massive on the brakes. And as expected, he didn't really pull that car up, so he now loses P5. Saxa goes straight back and gets the DRS because Panda passed him before the detection zone.
Oh my gosh. Wow, okay, so yeah, Panda's a little bit impatient with that move, I think. Seems to be a bit more patient. There's Gus on the back of Spicer.
So Ferret doing a really good job maintaining this gap here as they go to the start-finish line. You'll see the rear wing of that Alpine open. That'll give him extra speed down the main straight, and he sets a fastest lap while doing so at 108.3 now for the Alpine. I'm just curious to see if he can try and catch Psycho towards turn 3, but it doesn't look like it. Whatever Psycho's doing, he's doing it well. And he will stay ahead for now. Panda, though. Round 2. Remember where the brake pedal is this time. Here we go.
He's gone to the outside now. He's gone to the outside now. Oh, and there's a bit of a slide mid-corner there, but Panda will get that done. Although Saxa has the DRS. Can he hold on?
Whoa.
Yes, Saxa holds on.
Alfa Romeo takes it back here. Again, it's a game of tit for tat between these two, but all the while, Spicer is gaining time on both of them. And so he'll be happy if they continue fighting for the rest of the race here. There's Saxa on the inside of turn 6, but the McLaren seems to have more speed on the outside. They go again side by side through the start of sector 3. Panda will come out on top, but Saxa looks on the inside again as they go down towards turn 9. Oh, they come together, that's big!
Squeezed him!
It's big! Saxa off the track! And I think there's contact there.
No, that was really dangerous from Panda.
Oh,
He really just... He
Yeah.
squeezed him off, and then he just made him lose at that. That's really dangerous.
And they might have to be looked at. Saxa now coming into the pits. Something's cooked on that car. He's got that damage.
Does he have rear wing damage?
He has front wing damage, not rear wing damage.
Okay. He hit the rear when he started.
He had front wing damage from earlier on in the race, so I'm assuming since he's lost the positions, he's just going to come in and get that fixed now.
Yeah, might as well.
And it looks like Bandcamp's earlier success has come to a pause as he is currently in P4 and the time is not dropping to the Aston Martin ahead as Ferret looks on the inside here of turn 6, but he will not make it work as Psycho defends the corner well. And the race lead does not change. Psycho doing a really good job so far.
And Sax is gone again, so there must be some kind of issue there.
Okay. So he does have rear wing damage.
Yeah, I thought so. He did hit the rear pretty hard.
Yeah, it wasn't being reported, but once he got that front wing fixed, the rear wing was showing up. So that is going to be very, very hard to drive that car as Panda will overtake Bandcamp here. Those softs have lost their edge. Oh! Panda really messed up the corner there. That's going to allow Bandcamp to take that back. Panda does have the DRS though. Here we go. It's going to be a drag down to the braking zone. And Bandcamp might get him on the run. He does. Look at the speed here. Haas will not give up without a fight.
And Band never gives up, right? He never does. He's a fighter, but Panda is just all over him. As Smitty passes King J as Mercedes in the back of Valhalla. Spin. Yeah, Smitty passes King J, and now he's on the back of Gus.
Alright, Panda trying to get past Bandcamp here. Bandcamp's doing a really good job defending. He'll take the inside line for turn 9. It's not the best place in the world, but he gets it to work.
He got it.
So Panda around the outside, P4 now for the McLaren, and I think Spicer might just catch Band here. We'll see just how those softs go. The window is now open for that Haas. We'll see when he decides to pit. And Smitty now looking to overtake the other Haas. And it looks like Gus might just lose 2 positions here. Oh, the Mercedes. It's almost 3 wide as they come to the corner. Gus will try and keep this inside line. It's the slower line. And it looks like the Mercedes of King J might just pop him here towards turn 4. Actually, no, that Haas is holding on well.
And yeah, Saxa has now spun again, and he's now lapped. That is unfortunate.
That's really severe damage in the back of that car. So unfortunately, that is unfortunate. Oh, it's King J's round.
Oh no.
Spicer P6.
And he can't. Oh, he's gone again, and he's in the wall.
So Saxa is very far out of the track at the moment.
Well, you don't give up, so don't give up. You got one retirement, and oh,
He's just picked up 3-second time penalty there.
yeah, he cut the pits.
Very hard to keep that car on track.
He
There's
got
a
a
5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I would assume there's going to be a retirement in a moment.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. He is out. We are now down to 10 drivers.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I mean, fair enough. He's got rear wing damage. Severe rear wing damage is undrivable, so
That's
fair
right.
enough.
Yeah, those cars are very, very difficult to drive. Here we are.
I
Oh,
hope they don't penalise him for that.
no, I think that's fine. The way he did that was
Yeah.
fine. So Smitty going just a little wide, trying to catch Gus Rules there. And while all that happened, by the way, Ferret did overtake Psycho. So Psycho is now in P2 and on the hunt. So Smitty picking up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. As Spicer does catch Bandcamp in the end, up into P5.
Ben still has the DRS though. And Smitty on the back of Gus as well. And oh, he's overshot it off the track.
Oh!
And he's gone over the curb.
That's a big hit. That's a big hit on the rear wing, and Smitty has just gotten rear wing damage from that.
Oh no!
It's not fully red. It's only light red, but that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt big time there.
Oh no! He put his his wheel on that sausage curb on the exit.
Yep, lost traction.
Yeah. Well, if he just stays in, he can get points. So everyone can get points now.
So Bandcamp should be looking to come in soon, I think. He's staying out for now, so maybe towards lap 11.
Smitty can get at least 1 point from this if he just stays on. If he wants to stay on, that is. And Band gets a penalty.
That's not characteristic of him, but he does pick up 3-second time penalty there, so extending a little bit too much.
It's not. Yeah, no. He's been doing it a lot. I think maybe he has some issues. He has some issues lately because he's getting penalties a lot. I know he used to be a very clean driver and didn't often get penalties.
You just try and push as much as... Oh, Smitty is retired from the session. What's happened there? He's in the pits there, and that'll be that'll be the rear wing damage. Yep. So that is that car out. We are now down to 9 drivers. So consolation, everybody will get points. Bates saying the band's been playing too much FIFA. That I believe that. I totally believe that. So the only 2 drivers in a real fight right now are the ones in first and second. Ferret in leading this race, Psycho within the 1 second mark. But Ferret is slowly gaining time based on these previous laps. 108.7 for Ferret and a 108.8 for Psycho.
Actually, yeah. I should focus on the lead. I've been watching spinning drivers with rear wing damage.
So Bandcamp comes into the pits there. And is that the hard tyre? It'd have to be, for sure.
Mediums.
It's mediums?
Don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, his band hits the pit lane on the way out.
No.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so cold tyres for Bandcamp up in P8. Psycho still chasing the Alpine of Ferret.
Well, Ferret's on mediums and Psycho's on hards, so there's a bit of a difference there. So when Psycho will have the faster tyres at the end, so we'll see what happens with that. Dalek has kept Dalek is keeping the gap, but he can't keep up that well with the two leaders.
Yeah, the gaps have exploded. You can see it goes all the way down to 13 seconds there. Valhalla at the back, 9 seconds for Band. King J with 6. Gus Rules with 6. And so the DRS, there's only one car that's able to use it, and that is Psycho. But we've had 2 retirements, but no safety car. They were retired safely in the pits. I'm curious if there might be a safety car later on in this session. And that might throw a spanner in the works for strategy, but as of right now, everything is going to plan.
Oh, Ferret lost a bit of time through that part. Psycho's caught up to him again.
Oh, he just snaps there through turn 8.
Ferret might have to pit soon. He's losing grip. Oh, here we go, Psycho all over him. And also Dalek catching up. Dalek is 1.5 seconds behind now.
So Psycho is looking, but he doesn't quite have the speed to do it. Oh, Psycho had a much better exit on that one. I wonder if that's enough. Oh, it doesn't look like it.
Not quite. Not quite. If he gets a good exit out of turn 3. Not really. He gets a horrible exit, actually. But because of Ferret making those mistakes a little bit now, Dalek is almost within a second again. Like he's 1.3 behind 1.2. So Dalek's starting to pick up the pace in that Aston Martin.
So looking at the back of the grid here, everybody's very well spaced out. And at 2 seconds behind the Aston Martin. Dalek. Van Camp unlucky with a 3-second penalty at the back there on the medium tire.
Dalek within DRS now. But can he get it? I don't think so. I think he just dropped out just before the detection point.
So
yep, he did.
What this is telling me is that the medium tire is starting to lose its performance. Psycho is keeping this gap much easier than before.
It's starting to fade for sure. So much that the third place is starting to catch up. And maybe don't count out. Never count out. I can't talk. Never count out Panda, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They're in P4.
Yeah, there's still plenty of race to go. Lap 14 to 36. And Dalek's done really well here. He's caught back up to the pace. Down to the line now. And Psycho closer and closer every single lap. Interestingly, Ferret was faster on that last lap, a 109.001 versus a 109.010. But Dalek faster than both of them, 108.6.
Here we go, Psycho, he's going for it. He's braking early.
Oh, that's well done there from the AlphaTauri. And I think Ferret might have actually screwed up the exit here because Dalek was in with a chance. He's still within a chance. He's got DRS. He's going to have to go heavy on the brake here, though. And well done. There we go. Ferret losing 2 positions now.
Ooh, okay. Bit of contact, but Dalek gets a bit done. So, yeah, Ferret down to P3 now. So the 2 hard runners coming alive in this race as Ferret's tyres are definitely going off at the moment now. And now Panda's caught right up. Panda's now within DRS. Here we go. It's a top 4 battle now for this win.
Oh, man. Panda's car is so squirrely.
That's his driving style.
Yep, that is his driving style.
And he's got no ERS. I can see the flashing. Panda, I mean.
Mm-hmm. This went from a 2-horse race to a 4-horse race.
It's just, yeah, out of nowhere. 4 drivers in this lead battle.
Spice is 6 seconds behind that front pack. So a safety car will be needed for those guys at the back to have any sort of chance here. Or a major incident from the guys at the front. I'm not too sure if that's going to happen, considering the driving that we've seen so far. But
they've been very clean.
Panda has really
Ferret.
caught up here.
Ferret now in the pits. Unsurprisingly, Ferret now in the pits on changing to probably the hards. I mean, what else?
Yep, there they go, hard tyre.
Yep, and oh, he's held a little bit, but it's all good. You should come out close to that Mercedes, King J. He'll be coming out close to King J here. Let's see, he should yeah, he'll be in front.
So Psycho has been overtaken. Dalek managed to cut him there in turn 3.
Yeah,
and
so
they're
yeah,
closing in. Panda is riding those curbs aggressive. Is Panda coming into the pits? He is. And Panda is pitting.
That's early. That's really early. People in T1 pitted on lap 21 for the hard tires. This is really early.
Alright, so
Medium tires, I mean. Yeah. So this will put him. This will probably put him behind King J. So they're close to Ferret. Can he be ahead of Ferret though? It's gonna be very close.
oh, Ferret's got him.
He's got him, yep. Oh, only just.
Oh, but Panda might just get him again. Here we go. Round the outside. Oh, they come together. Very heavy. Big collision there on the tyres. And
wheels.
Panda will stay around the outside and he will take P5. But, man, that was very, very aggressive from those two.
Well, yeah, Panda's obviously been aggressive this race. Obviously, that move he did on Saxa, which ended up ruining his race in the end.
Lap 18 of 36.
Psycho's also doing it.
Psycho's coming into the pits, okay.
Well, obviously to respond. Makes sense to respond. But these are very early pits.
Psycho's going to lose position here.
He might drop behind. Or actually, it's gonna be very close again. Or he might. Panda might get him here.
Oh, they're both going to
Panda's
get
got
him.
Psycho.
They're both going to get him.
Oh,
I love that Psycho has DRS.
Ferret.
That's...
No, he's got to hit a Ferret. He's got to hit a Ferret, but he's dropped behind Panda.
Yeah, I love that Psycho had DRS there.
Yeah, it was funny. That was funny.
Ooh.
Oh, Ferret got the traction. But not quite the straight line speed.
So Dalek now 11 seconds down the road from P2. We have a look at the leader timings. That's 20 seconds to Panda. So
But
that's
Dalek-
enough for a pit.
I was about to say, Dalek, will he respond? And yes, he does. He comes in as well now. This is going to be very interesting to see where he comes out as well. Spicer continues to stay out. Spicer will take the lead. Ooh, he's going to be well out in front of Panda.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. It'll depend on the speed coming out here. He will be ahead, but Panda is going to be like a torpedo.
It's a good, definitely a good undercut from Panda. He's gained 2 places from this. He was in P4, and now he's effectively P2. Here we go. Panda's 11 Dalek.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough. Oh, big time dive, switch back into the inside, and right now it looks like it might have worked, and it does. Up into P3 for the McLaren.
He's got him. That was a great move. Really well committed. And now he's got Gus. Some traffic to deal with here in the pass of Gus there.
Gus doesn't have to move for him at all. It's for position. I think Gus might be going in for a pit though. Here comes Dalek. Oh, Dalek, what are you doing? What are you doing?
He just turned in.
He just turned in. You've got a car and you're inside. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. Oh my gosh.
Some of these drivers, I tell you. Luckily, I don't think Gus got any damage from that.
I don't think Dalek got damaged.
Dalek just tried to, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. This is what you get for racing with Racing Line. Everyone just, this is racing like color by numbers. And he just turned where he thought he had to turn. He wanted to make the apex, just didn't see the Haas apparently. But anyway.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway. Oh, when Dalek's hit Panda again. Oh my gosh, Dalek. You gotta calm down.
That is, I agree, mate. That is just L driving.
L driving.
So there's a car on your inside. You can't just turn like that. But anyway,
I think that's a driver problem more than an assist problem, let's be honest. But yeah, we can talk about that later.
All right, so lap 21 of 36. Panda is in the lead of this race. Everyone in that top 4 group on mediums except for Ferret, who is on the hard tyre, as he started on the medium tyre early on. Looking at the pit stops there, I believe everyone has finalised their pit now. That is true. Everyone has done that. Panda, 9 positions gained. He will get driver of the day at this rate. Look at Dalek, man. He is not letting this go.
Here we go, yep.
Oh, what are you doing? What is that? Oh my.
He's braking far too late. This is just...
He's so lucky he avoided him then.
He just needs to stay patient.
He's so lucky he avoided him then. That is crazy. That is so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so the gaps are maintaining themselves. Dalek is in a good spot right now. Panda decides to go straight for the... You gotta be careful with that. That could be considered weaving.
Yeah, it was probably a double move. Oh, he's got a great exit out turn 1.
Now, both those guys at the front there low on ERS.
Oh, he double shifted.
So here goes Dalek again. Will he brake late one more time? Oh, he pulls up much better that time. No risk.
Yeah, that was a lot better.
As Ferret has also caught up to the back of Psycho here. The AlphaTauri might actually be in danger from the Alpine.
Those hard tires?
Yeah.
Not actually that bad, maybe. Ferret is the only one on the hards right now.
And
Panda's the fastest lap, yeah.
107.5 on the medium tyre.
Oh, he ran a little bit wide out turn 1 though.
I wonder if Dalek could be able to catch him here. Ooh,
oh!
What happened there? That was a bit of a...
Yeah, he lagged back.
Yeah.
He might have had a freeze or something. Might have had a bit of a stutter. Like a screen freeze or something, like a very small one. Because that's what happens when you stutter back like that. Oh! Again! Again, you broke very late at turn 4. This is very interesting.
Valhalla sets the fastest lap now, 106.8.
That will be on fresh tyres. He just pitted. And he'll obviously be in the points still. 9 drivers left. Ferret now dropping back from Psycho a little bit now.
Psycho is struggling to keep up with this Aston Martin, unfortunately. We still have a decent chunk of this race to go. Panda is well and truly in the lead here. Dalek gets into a couple of opportunities here and there, but just can't seem to get them to stick. So for now, the McLaren races unopposed. And looking at the tyre wear here, so Panda on 24%, Dalek on 17. Of course, Panda going for the undercut, which explains the increased tyre wear. And it's interesting that Dalek Panda just has such better exits here. Last lap there was a 107.4 for Panda, 107.5 for Dalek.
They're equal pace.
Even with the DRS, he's slower.
Oh yeah, actually, that's a good point. So Panda quicker without DRS. Wow. Okay. I didn't realise that was what the point was. Now Ferret dropped out. Ferret and Psycho both dropped out of that. Oh no, Psycho's fine actually. But Ferret dropped out of the DRS.
So Ferret's
So
hard.
these two,
Mhm.
these two are on another level.
So Panda's.
Psycho's.
Oh yeah, Panda's
okay.
running no line. Yeah, but there you go. That's the experience there. So what that allows you to do, in my opinion. Oh, as Dalek picks up multiple warnings. So this is the risk that you run. See, Dalek trying to push harder and harder to catch the car ahead starts slipping on where his tires are on corner exits, and that's now cost him. So Psycho is cheering.
Oh, here we go. He's using overtake though. He wants to go for it.
Well, he has to
But
now that he's got
Panda
that time
wants to
penalty.
Panda squeezing. Oh, but he's got the move. Oh, he's forced him. Dalek gets that move done. And has the DRS as well. Now Psycho's back in that DRS. After he dropped out earlier. And Ferret is nowhere near, so it's now between the top 3.
Panda in P2, Dalek in the lead of the race. However, with that 3-second penalty attached to his name, he will have to work incredibly hard. Oh, as we get a little bit of a rubber band again, he'll have to work incredibly hard to try and get any sort of gap to keep those positions. I don't see that happening, but we still have a decent amount of laps to go, so it's not over till it's over.
It's extremely hard to pull away at Austria with that DRS in pretty much every straight that is on the track. So, okay, can Panda get him back? You should be able to. Here we go, Dalek defends. Panda breaks early for that DRS. Goes for the switchback.
Oh, Dalek loses the rear.
He's got a good exit. Panda will get that back. A great battle between these two.
Is indeed. And all that fighting is allowing Psycho to keep this gap, so as long as he can maintain that, P2 is looking likely.
Yeah, Psycho is definitely looking good for P2. But I think Ferret may even be too far behind Dalek to jump him.
At the moment he is.
At the moment, yeah. Oh! Dalek almost lost it.
King J up in P7 chasing down Gus Rules at the moment. In position to overtake here on the start line. Dalek breaks later and later. Oh, almost into the back of that McLaren. That actually worked really well for the Aston Martin. I'm not sure if he'll have the speed on the exit. It doesn't look like it. Both so Dalek really low on ERS there. Panda's actually managing it quite well. That would be my argument, Bait, which is the game knows exactly where the track limits are. So if you get a track limit warning, you went over the line, and that's how that works.
Yep. It's actually not too bad, but then when it gets a bit ridiculous, that's when, like, if you just lose a bit of time but you're still over the line, it's like, yeah.
Where it gets bad is if you have to take an evasive maneuver to avoid an accident. You still end up picking up a corner cutting warning. That's where it's
Yeah,
wrong.
exactly. Those are the ones where you remove, or try to anyway.
So 6 laps to go here. Dalek.
I'm gonna look at some midfield battles while you watch.
So Dalek is trying really hard to get past this McLaren, but the McLaren is not making it easy. Having a look at the tyre wear, it's actually kind of even. Panda on 38%, Dalek on 32%. So Dalek is running the hell out of these tyres in order to catch that McLaren. Looking at the lap times there, 107.6 for the McLaren, 107.7 for the Aston Martin.
I'm just watching King J at the moment on the back of Gus.
Oh, what happened there?
he tried to go for the move and then touched him a little bit. The Psycho now dropped out, so it's between, like, a Panda retook. Oh no, that was earlier. Yeah, okay. So now Psycho's outside DRS, and it's between Panda and Dalek now.
3 second is still there. So Psycho just has to make sure he doesn't fall back behind that point. And he'll be able to get second place.
Yeah, he just needs to pull out.
Dalek short shifted heavily there.
Yeah, I think he double shifted maybe again. I saw a double shift.
Yeah, there, he did it again. Ooh.
It might be a.
Fault in the hardware.
Yep, exactly. I was about to say, yeah. I've seen people have that before, and it's because of a issue.
Fault in the hardware. Look at King J here, maybe potential attack on the Haas. Gus is doing a great job defending at the moment. But it doesn't seem to be coming to fruition. For King J.
King J on for P6 in this race. Which is actually better than how he did in Tier 3. I think he got like P10 there because he got in an incident. So a better performance. But let's see if we can get Gus into the next straight.
A little too far back there.
Yeah, he's not using overtake. He's saving it. He'll go for it when he gets the opportunity.
It was Fat Ferret picks up a 3 second time penalty. But oh, King J!
What a save. That was a great save. But he's making those mistakes. That's what's costing him at the moment. And Gus isn't making such mistakes right now. And that's the difference, I think. So maybe Gus could actually hold on here.
Oh my god, this double shifting. It's killing this Aston Martin.
Yeah, no. That's unfortunate. He needs 9 more tenths to get Psycho's gap. He's got the overtake, but he's not.
Oh, he's flirting with this barrier here. He's flirting with it. The gearbox of the McLaren is about to have an Aston Martin logo in it.
Aston Martin front wing, yeah.
Psycho's still within the 3-second mark, so he's safe for now.
Yeah, Psycho is within 2 seconds, so he's still on for P2.
Mm-hmm.
Ferret now gets a penalty, so yeah, his chances of podium are gone. King J now caught up to Gus again.
Dalek setting the fastest Sector 1 there. He's absolutely flying now. But Panda, 54% ERS in the tank.
He's definitely saved it. Saved it well. King J going for it into turn 3. Oh, he's braking early though to get that DRS again as Gus runs a little wide. He's too far back again into turn 4.
Oh, Dalek
And
picks up
Dalek's
another!
pen.
Well, you can't complain on that one. Game can't... I wouldn't call it the game's fault twice. That is huge. That actually brings... oh, no, it doesn't. I was going to say it brings Ferret into the fold, but he's... Oh, he's gone! Dalek is gone!
Oh no!
Dalek is gone, and
Now
Ferret will
Ferret.
skate on by, and it is done and dusted. With 1.5 laps to go, Panda has no real threat, unless Psycho can just pull something out of his magic hat, or if Panda can make a mess of this last couple of laps. But Dalek, that is rough.
It could well be also a chance of a penalty for Panda if there's a report, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, at the moment, Panda's on for that race win. Psycho in P2, so good result for Psycho.
Snags in the chat saying that Dalek is accusing the game of being unfair. I don't know, man.
Hey, look, just stay within lines, in my opinion.
As Martin Brundle says, it's just keep your car on the black stuff.
Yep.
Now, King J, closer and closer to Gus. Can't seem to get the move to stick. He's got a lap to do so. Oh, King J, I thought he might have looked on the inside there for turn 9 and he backs out just slightly. Oh, now he's getting real close. Gus seems to have messed up the corner just a tad. Here we go. There's the DRS. It's a strong. He's going to have to commit to the inside line. And King J will get past with little to no chat. Ooh, no, I take that back. He couldn't make the corner. Wow, Gus gets such a better exit there. Oh,
He didn't want to do it to turn 1 because of the DRS. He's lifting and coasting.
He should have committed. He should have committed. I don't see why he wouldn't do
Yeah,
that
it's
there.
the last lap. It's the last lap. You should have.
That's so silly. There's no way you catch now. As Panda
this
comes
is
across the
good.
line to take the win here at Austria with a great drive. Psycho will come across in P2. And Ferret will take the last podium position.
Oh,
as he
Dalek
drifts
spun
around
again.
the corner.
Dalek spun again. Spicer's got P4.
As Valhalla sets a fastest lap on the last lap of the race.
Between King J and Gus, is King J going to go for a move into the second last corner?
It's going to be desperate. Gus is going to try and block as much as he can. King J will not have the speed to maintain. He'll have to take the wide line. Gus pretty much calls it. King J might have some DRS assistance, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh!
He's got him!
I think Gus might have given it to him. I think Gus might have just backed off
maybe.
considering how much he pushed over to the roadside, which if so, that's really good sportsmanship there from
definitely
Gus
good
Rules there. I think that's what he's done there. As Panda will pick up driver of the day. Panda, 9 positions from 11th to 1st.
Last to first. There you go.
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
good
it'd
race,
be
good race.
10th to 1st. That's 9. Ah, gritty. I'm forever cursed by this, but
Not again.
man, if you're Psycho, you must be happy with that result.
P2, yeah.
P2 gets
He
a
also-
win on the sprint race, gets P2 in the main race. That is good points for the weekend. Very
Yeah,
good.
good
result.
points for AlphaTauri overall. So that's 8 and 18. So yeah, that's equal of a race win with fastest lap. 8 and 18 is 26. So
All right, so there we are for the weekend. Psycho walks away with 26 points, Panda with 25. But for the race, Panda takes the top spot. Panda, Psycho, Fat, Ferret, Spicer, Dalek, King, J, Gus, Rules, Bandcamp, Valhalla, and Smitty are in the top 10. Saxa and Smitty with DNFs. Valhalla picking up the fastest lap right at the end there with a 106.199, so he'll take an extra point. All right, so that is the end for tonight. We'll be back next week in France.
yep, France. Second last round.
Paul Ricard for round 21 of the AFR Championship. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves for tonight. But that'll be all. So we will catch you next week. Actually, I won't catch you next week. Unfortunately, there will be a substitute. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm sure they'll do a great job.
That's unfortunate.
That's okay. All right, guys. Have a great one, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like. Look left, look right, yeah, come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up.